HIMS.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
Let's go. It's time for Sedano and Kap.
A little sabor. And we're going to just nosh.
It is George Sedano. It is Scott Kaplan. Sedano and Kap is on for your Wednesday afternoon.
I'm going to have to say respectfully, I'm going to disagree.
Okay, why is that?
I don't know.
Here we go, Wednesday, May 28th edition. Sedano on the road. The great Beto Duran, the Cisco Kid, is here. And boy, yesterday's show was interesting, huh? Especially if you were on YouTube. You got a real deep behind the curtain. I mean deep behind the curtain.
You can't have an entire act based on constantly saying something negative about me. You have to have more of an act.
But it's true.
It's not an act. You cannot. If this is your act, if your act is I say something negative about Cap every time somebody gives me a chance to say something, that's not a real act.
But it's not an act.
Well, okay, so then what is it?
Speaking of which, we'll do that again today at 5 o'clock as we go to YouTube. And NBA playoffs on 7:10 a.m. And on the all-new ESPN LA app, the ESPN radio tile. We'll be on the Listen Live tile and on YouTube as we tell you about what happened last night with Cappy and I. It's truly disgusting, disturbing, and just odd. I still feel weird about it today. We'll tell you at 5 o'clock at ESPN Los Angeles on YouTube, the all-new ESPN LA app, the Listen Live tile. Don't miss that. Meanwhile, don't miss this. Let's do it. The LA Afternoon Drive Takeover.
Hey, Jerusalem Cherry.
He likes to lay the wood.
Yeah. You say Kikuchi.
Wacky forced radio stunt of the year. Ha-ha!
Christopher can go to hell. Oh, nothing worse than the horse. Nah, man, black don't crack.
Benjamin Pratt is like, how do you say his name? Asminger?
Asminger. Hey, these Hard Knocks guys are all over me right now. It's like I'm back in Dayton. You are a bit killer.
Because you got to talk about sperm?
I mean, look at me. I'm a hot piece of ass. I mean, look at him.
Oh.
I'm on with Sedano.
Ball knowers.
Maliava, because I thought it was like I'm a leaving.
You can't have an entire act based on constantly saying something negative about me.
Sedano and Kap, your Wednesday afternoon right now.
Bing, ba-dum-bum. Yeah, George. Boom, be-dum-bum. Yeah, sing it loud and proud there in Oklahoma City. Yeah. Bing, ba-dum-bum, ba-da-bum, bick-a-ding, da-dum-bum. Boom, be-dum-bum, ba-da-bum, bick-a-ding, da-dum-bum. Go, Captain. Boom, be-dum-bum. Yeah. Beto is in studio. Woo. George is in Oklahoma City getting ready for tonight's Game 5 between Oklahoma City and Minnesota. Georgie, why don't you do us the favor, because we're all sort of living vicariously through you right now.
McManaman's on TV. Are you behind him?
Yeah, let's take a look. We're watching right now.
Wendy is on TV.
We've got
we got
Tim McMahon. And
oh no, I see Wendy.
Yeah, we got Wendy on SportsCenter Live over here.
Okay.
Well, we got SportsCenter Live too also.
Fudgy Lover, can you come in here and help me out with a couple of the TVs? Because
in the interim, vicariously through me, what is your question?
So set the scene for us, first of all.
Well, people in this town are ready. They're ready to have a party today. If you drive around town, everything is thunder. Everything. People's houses, people's cars. You know, they put those car flags.
Yeah, right.
Everything is thundered out. And what I would say about Oklahoma City is it's a small town, comparatively speaking, by professional sports markets. It's got a little bit of a college feel. What I would like to call college town plus, right? Because it's a bigger town than most college towns. But the fans are ready. They are outside already. They can't be let in the building yet. People are fired up. While the team, though, they've got this internal business-like approach. But I think they know that they're going to get the best effort from the other side today, because that's also a very good team on the other end, and they narrowly escaped in Minnesota.
Do you think that Anthony Edwards tonight will score more than half a point?
Yes, I would say so. So if that's your Prize Picks fun play today, that's the one you should definitely utilize to then couple with some other ones.
Yeah, they've got Anthony Edwards for half a point. It's a free square tonight. So I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, and I would say that the music is a little louder than normal here pregame.
Well, during Super Crosstalk, you could hear the national anthem.
Well, that was
rehearsed.
happening. They were rehearsing that.
Right.
Yeah, but I would say the music in general blaring a little louder than normal pregame today.
Well, it seems like, as you've just described it, when a town has a team that is a real championship contender in any sport, and you're up 3-1 and you're home and you have a chance to wrap it up, the city just loses its mind. And to your point about Oklahoma City, it's not L.A., it's not New York, it's not Chicago, it's not San Francisco, Dallas, Houston, etc. But it is that like a mid-major kind of town.
Yeah.
And so the whole city, I can only imagine, every car in town probably has one of those flags on it. And everybody's just probably losing their mind tonight, getting ready to wrap this thing up.
Yeah, no question about it. If you think about the population here, right? Like in OKC, it's like 700,000, okay? So not small, but again, not in the millions. But if I had to guess, like half this town is going to be watching, like 50% of this town, which is a big number in any town, is probably going to be focused on this game today on TV.
Yeah, this is pretty exciting tonight. And listen, you just think about what happened last night with Indiana taking a 3-1 lead. I mean, in the case of Indiana, they still have to go back to New York.
Yeah.
So there's a chance that
the Knicks could extend the series.
Right.
Yeah.
But as for Minnesota tonight, I think this is just an early thought that if Anthony Edwards can, that's a big question mark, if he's able to take over the game from the Minnesota side, then maybe they go in there and shock the world. But with Oklahoma City playing at home, with the town as jazzed up and is on fire as you've described, I got to think this series comes to an end tonight.
Yeah, and look, remember the exercise Wendy did, right, about the best players in an individual series? Remember that conversation we had?
Who are the best 5 players combined?
Got it. Yep. Yeah. Thanks, Brian. Think about it. Like, who are the best 5 players in this series? So let's just say SGA and Ant, number 1 and 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
In whatever order you want. But, I mean, I would say SGA is the MVP. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But it's close, right? Then after that, where are you going?
For me, I would probably, and again, this doesn't have to be like in stone, but I'd put Chet Holmgren in that group of top 5 players.
Right, yeah, but where? Is he 3? Is he 4? Is he 5?
For me, I'll put him at 3 just for right now. I'll just hold the spot.
I would go Jalen Williams.
Jalen Williams is fine. So here, Jalen Williams 3, Chet Holmgren 4, and then as far as who is 5,
right.
I'm probably more inclined to try and find somebody on the Oklahoma City side than I am just based on the way guys have performed on the Minnesota side.
Right, because Julius Randle's been so up and down in this series.
Right.
He had a good first half of Game 1 and then a good bounce-back game in Game 3. So he's played 3 good halves in this series thus far. I mean,
maybe I might go with Alexander Walker from Minnesota, who's had a nice series.
He did a nice job the other night. But I'd love to hear what DeAndre, I don't think it's an easy exercise to find a second Wolves player per se.
Nah, I wouldn't say a Wolves player, but I think for Oklahoma City to finish off that last spot, I would say Caruso, especially what he's
Caruso's been great.
What he's done defensively.
Case and Wallace, you can make
Case
the
and
case.
Wallace, yep.
Yeah. I mean, Dort.
Lou Dort with his defense out of control, man.
Yeah.
So, but the point is,
that's the point, Cappy, is that Oklahoma City, all these arguments, right? Like, Ant should shoot more, blah blah blah. Like that's all cool, but it really takes away. And I said this today on Clinton and Friends because I was on this morning, and I just said, all this conversation really discounts. Hey man,
hey babe.
Oklahoma City is freaking awesome.
They have 5 starters on the bench. Right?
Yeah.
You could get those guys and give them a good run somewhere else.
Yeah. Like, they're freaking awesome. Cappy, I've been selling you on this team all year, and I know what my eyes saw. Like, you know what I mean? Like, all this time.
What was it, like 2 months ago? You and McMenamin kept going back and forth.
Right.
He was like, I'm not sold on that.
And I was
no.
like, bro, I've seen enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I know what I'm watching. And again, now I've also had the luxury, Beto, of being around this team, as Cappy and DeAndre and Lindsay know, probably as much as anyone nationally, because I've had so many of their games.
Right, don't forget about the aura. That's right.
Thank you for letting me share in your aura.
Right. You're so welcome.
I shared in the aura.
Right. I'm actually really looking forward to this. Is what John was asking during Super Crosstalk. Will you guys watch no matter who's playing? In a previous iteration of my broadcasting life, I probably would not have been as into it. But given the all-in mentality of the Lakers season, the Lakers playoff run, watching Minnesota beat the Lakers, watching Minnesota beat an injured, obviously, Golden State team to get to this stage, and then to have you all season long touting Oklahoma City, which I wasn't so sure that was, as great as their regular season was, were they going to be able to handle it in the postseason? And let's face it, the series against Denver for Oklahoma City, that's the game-changing moment for that team, in my opinion.
No question. No question. Cappy, you know what you are? You may not be a ball knower just yet, but you're going to be a ball watcher, which is a good step.
Yeah.
You should be. It's a fun series, a fun team.
Well, I'm also looking forward to seeing, presumably, Indiana makes it to the NBA Finals against Oklahoma City. The one thing about Indiana that's so interesting is you have 10 guys on the Indiana team.
Like this team, like OKC.
Right, that all played over 10 minutes last night. So when you say, Beto, that Oklahoma City has a second five that could run as a starting five somewhere else, you might be able to say the same thing for these guys in Indiana.
And what a concept, right? That you have a bench. That you can go more than 5 guys on a team.
You have a team.
Wow.
You actually have a team, not just a collection of stars.
For many years, right, and Pat Riley coined this term, right? You play 8, trust 7. And I think that no longer applies necessarily in the NBA for certain teams. Those two teams that you mentioned, Cappy, are trying to break that norm, basically.
Well, they're doing it, and it just kind of goes back. I mean, if you're like me and you sort of bring everything home, if you always consider what does this mean to the Lakers as an example, I think about what happened during the playoffs. One game, you played 5 guys for an entire half. You couldn't find one guy to give you just a couple of minutes off the bench. And in the final deciding game, Rudy Gobert had the game of his life, and he stinks.
So, Cappy, on the other side, I'm glad you brought up the Lakers because I do want to talk more big picture and how it applies to the Lakers, specifically the Western Conference and how things could be aligning. But let's do that on the other side before you tell us about your friends at Subaru first, though, if you can.
I would love to. First of all, I'll just start off by saying this. As we take George down at the court in Oklahoma City, I am driving this brand new Subaru Outback right now, and let me tell you something. What a great vehicle. If you do a lot of driving, and I do a lot of driving, the fuel efficiency of this new Outback is incredible. So if you're somebody that's thinking to yourself, hey, look, I got to have a very fuel-efficient vehicle that's got a nice amount of space because I've got that full bench back seat, but I've also got that huge trunk space, and I've got that all-wheel drive, that could be the vehicle for you. Come on down to Ocean Subaru of Fullerton and see Omar and tell him you want to see the new Outback. Or you could take advantage of the 0% financing for 72 months on the brand new, this is the 2025, the Subaru Solterra. You could also perhaps take advantage of the 2025 Subaru Crosstrek with only 3.9% financing for 48 months. And right now, as we're just finishing off this Memorial Day savings, you get a complimentary gift. It could be a Sonos speaker, an Iron Forge grill, an inflatable paddleboard, perfect for the summer, or maybe you just decide to take the $500 Visa gift card. For complete details, visit OceanSubaruOC.com. That's OceanSubaruOC.com. Or here's a better idea. Come on in and visit with us. See Omar. He's the general manager. He's got a great sales staff. We're on Euclid Street in Fullerton, and you can come check out our entire selection of brand new Subarus. Hurry up. Ocean Subaru, come on in and see us because these extended savings end soon. OceanSubaruOC.com.
And here we go. This is an afternoon show. Look,
double down with me in my first ever $10,000 blackjack tournament. It's going to happen on June 6th at the Bicycle Casino. You know it, the Park West Bicycle Casino, 888 Bicycle Casino Drive in Bell Gardens. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a live broadcast from 3 to 6. But when you walk in, I want you to say, double down with Cappy. You go to the Players Reward Desk, and you get your free entry into the tournament, which is going to start at 7 o'clock that night. Remember, it's June 6th. Double Down with Cappy is going to get you a free entry into the tournament, which you're going to need to get because I'm telling you, this thing's going to fill up real fast. Live radio, real cards, big prizes, very limited seats. So lock yours in now. RSVP for more information for all the details on the tournament at ESPNLA.com.
$13.58. Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Winning matters, especially after an accident. At calljacob.com, we're here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB.
Want to sell your home because you're downsizing? Call Seller's Advantage.
Want to sell the home that you've inherited? Call Seller's Advantage. Want to sell your home and take advantage of your equity? Call Seller's Advantage. No matter what your reason for selling, Seller's Advantage will make you a competitive cash offer.
Hey, it's Travis. Join us Friday, May 30th from 9 a.m. to noon at Legends Attic in Claremont as we celebrate their one-year anniversary and kick off the Freddie Freeman World Series Game 1 Walk-Off Grand Slam Ball Tour. Plus, Oral Hershiser hosting special guests, Dodgers voice Joe Davis, Steve Sachs, Rick Monday, Jaime Harin, Peter O'Malley, and more. Giveaways in the amazing art of Dave Hobrecht. Purchase your tickets for meet and greets at legendsattic.com. We'll see you Friday, May 30th at Legends Attic in Claremont.
Texting enrolls you into reoccurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Testosterone, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text STAPLE to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text STAPLE to 321-321. That's STAPLE to 321-321.
And it is Sedano and Kap here Wednesday afternoon. Beto's here. Sedano getting ready for those Western Conference Finals. We'll bring it to you. Thunder, T-Wolves. Can the Thunder take care of business? Can the T-Wolves survive? We're bringing you the game coverage right here tonight on 7:10 a.m. and on the all-new ESPN LA app. Meanwhile, on this day back in 1977, the band The Police was formed. Let's play a song from The Police. Sting up front. Sedano and Kap continues your Wednesday afternoon right now.
I like the Police.
Oh, big Police fan.
And I like Sting on his own.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Sedano is in Oklahoma City. He's courtside right now. So if you're watching SportsCenter, for example, you might have a hard time taking your eyes off Big Perk.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big
Orange.
Perk got that orange turtleneck on today, dog.
Got that ice on, too.
Oh, he got that. Well, he always likes to rock that ice.
Yeah, that's different kind of ice. That's playoff ice.
It also looks like somebody decided to trim the beard a little bit, which looks pretty solid. But if you're watching ESPN, if you happen to be watching right now, George is courtside. George, are you behind Big Perk?
I am, well, not directly behind. I'm at the scorer's table,
Okay.
so like behind him at like an angle, like
I'm trying to
45
decide
degrees almost.
Are you at his right shoulder or his left shoulder? Like we can see the scorer's table on the right side.
I
Camera
don't know.
right or camera left?
Yeah, camera left.
I would imagine his right shoulder.
Okay. All right, we're going to look for
Is
you.
Minnesota shooting in front of you or away from you?
No, away from him.
Okay, so
I'm on the other end of the scorer's
So
table.
he's on the left shoulder of Perk.
Okay, he's on Perk's left shoulder.
Our TV left.
Okay, got it. So I should see. I should
No,
see
you're
him.
not going to see him. Perk's shoulder's big. Bro.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, he's a big dude.
Yeah,
You know what
that
I mean?
the orange turtleneck is something that I'm not going to be able to look away from.
Yeah.
I can tell you that. Hey, George, before we get jumping into something, so Beto and I today
Yeah.
went to lunch
Oh,
at the Grand Central Market,
nice.
which is such a great place to go because they've got everything from around the world.
Yeah.
And it's just you talk about diversity of the food, of the people. It's just awesome. What a great
Right.
place. So Beto and I went in there. Beto made me eat this this raw shrimp, which I did not want to eat, dude.
Oh.
Cappy had aguachile.
See.
Oh, okay.
So I gave it to him, and he's like, "Oh, raw shrimp? Oh no,
It doesn't
no,
look
no,
good,
no."
right? It just doesn't look good.
And then I gave him the tostada with the avocado and the radish, and he's like, "Oh, okay,
Oh,
baby."
it was fire.
And then it was dipped into lemon juice, all that good
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. It's almost like a ceviche.
Yeah.
Yeah, aguachile was perfect, and I told him it's perfect for your hangover. It's perfect for the afternoon when he's in Mexico and Laredo or Loreto, wherever the heck you go, with the michelada. It's perfect for him. So Cappy's down, bro.
But when we left, George, we went to see the Donut Man. Have you ever seen the specialty donut at the Donut Man?
No, I have not.
So they take this donut. It looks like a giant croissant, right?
take
They
it.
cut up the top of it, and then they open this big old thing up, and then they just stick like pounds of strawberries in it, right?
Ooh.
And that is their specialty. So we brought one back.
I just texted you the picture, George.
So that we could see Funchy put it. Okay, DeAndre is showing it to you right now on YouTube.
Yeah.
Funchy,
Donut
eat that
Man-
gigantic donut with millions of strawberries.
Yeah,
Funch-
the original spots in Glendora. Shout out to Glendora.
How do you
Oh,
eat
wow, that
such
does
a
look
thing?
delicious.
I don't know. I don't know how you eat it.
That's why I
Funch.
brought the fork and the knife.
And also we got a tiger
Fork and
tail.
knife. Ha, ha, ha.
A tiger tail, which looks like a giant schwanz. This thing.
I even told Cappy, how long before you make that joke?
Yeah.
Not even describing it. It's a chocolate twist,
Right.
basically.
Looks good. Okay, so who's going in on this strawberry donut thing from the Donut Man?
I don't know if I can
Give it
do
to
it, man.
Funch.
Oh, Funch
That
will
looks
do it.
delicious.
Funch will eat it.
Funch will eat
everything.
Well,
anything.
we
right.
said we're going to tell Morales to just put around him and say it was sodium free.
Yeah, no sodium.
I'll kill it. Look, give it to me.
Give
why,
it to
why you
Funchy.
want to kill people, Funch?
Give it to Funchy Love him. Let him have a little bit of it. So, George, you were going to bring things home. We're going to watch Funchy do this on YouTube, but you're
Yeah.
going to bring us home to the Lakers based on the conversation we were having.
So, look, the Oklahoma City Thunder, I mean, John was kind of talking about it. Yeah, look, they may have to, move on eventually in the next couple years from like a Lou Dort, but they've already got Case and Wallace to replace him. Maybe Isaiah Hartenstein, but if that's the case, they'll find a cheaper version of that because Chet's going to be the starter at that position for the long haul. And long story short, Sam Presti, whether it's doing a great job in the draft, which is going to be incredibly important here with the way these new CBA rules are, like you got to hit on your draft picks because you need cheap labor. No different than the NFL, Cappy. Like you got to be able to replace guys. You can't keep everyone because, again, second apron is going to be like a hard cap. No different than the NFL. And I think that's what the NBA was striving for. So, but despite that, they're set up really well with a ton of picks, a ton of great young players. Funchy's eating the good food.
Oh, yeah. Funchy can't even help himself, George. You're making a point about the Lakers.
I told him to turn it on.
And all of a sudden, he's just, he can't even control himself.
Yeah, it looks delicious. So what I'm saying is that Rob Pelinka and every other GM in the West, for the most part, is going to have a really challenging job trying to unseat these guys. And look, nobody goes every year, right? Like there's plenty of times, like the Spurs didn't win every year, right? Like they never even won back-to-back, but they were still a dynasty. They won 5 in 15 years, you know what I mean? So this team, at least in the short term for the rest of this particular decade, is at least going to be what I would say in the pole position and the favorite to win championships. So that's a lot of work that the Lakers and all these other teams need to do. And Luka's great, and him being in shape is great. That's a great start. But they're going to have to nail all the roster decisions here for the next several years.
And that's what OKC does well. Imagine if Presti had the war chest that other GMs have, or the ability to do things that other GMs
he's got the war chest. He's accumulated more picks than anybody.
But he had to be strategic about getting those
picks.
picks.
Of course. He had to plan it, no doubt.
Yeah, like they had a couple years where you're like, OKC's down again, but you knew that Presti's always going to come back. And he's been there for so long that he knows how to build these teams and find those draft picks. But even those second-round picks, they never miss. They never miss on what they have. Their coaches, they don't miss. Their assistants, they don't miss.
The Lakers are in a precarious situation. Let's just use them as the example because, again, yes, they've got Luka, so that's the hardest part. They've got the guy to build around. Yeah. But, they've got to figure out, and Dallas kind of created a model for you already, right? Like a bunch of long defenders, a couple of lob threats. Like, the model is there for them to follow. Can they make a better version of that is the question kind of moving forward. And you don't have a ton of assets to do that with because they'll have their draft pick almost pretty much every other year, and they don't have a ton of weapons to work with in the arsenal to build that roster, compared maybe to like San Antonio, for example, who has Wemby, and they have a lot of draft picks. Houston has a very good young team built in a somewhat similar mold as this, although they don't have a Shea, in my opinion. But they've also got a lot of assets they can use to find a guy to plug in to be that Shea type of player. So there's going to be a lot of jockeying, I think, in the Western Conference particularly. I'm curious to see how the Lakers do their build.
George, I'm coming right back to that, but hold on. Time out for a quick second here. There's a quick timeout. Update, Funchy has already annihilated the entire donut.
Good for you, Funchy.
Wait. We're supposed to split that thing, bro.
No, you weren't.
Why didn't I give you a fork and knife?
He ate it like a sandwich.
It's gone?
Yeah, dude, he had a strawberry donut sandwich.
Well, then
I'm here.
$7.75.
I was like, Funch, did you just kill that whole thing?
$7.75.
$7.75 for a
He's like,
donut.
please,
Are
yeah.
you kidding me? One donut, $7.75.
There's a lot of strawberries in there,
I brought
bro.
one for a reason.
Dude,
What do you think?
I'm not working right
Strawberries
now.
aren't cheap,
Dude,
bro.
he brought, there were a dozen strawberries on
Tariffs.
there. Yeah, tariffs. That's right.
From
He did-
Oxnard.
I'll
Right.
get you a strawberry donut for $3.
He said that the strawberries were very
I don't know.
fresh.
Just give me $3 and I'll give you
You
one.
had to see these guys making it. First, they cut that donut in half, and then there's a guy who's digging into this pail of strawberries, and he's got this glove on. He just puts it in there, and then he stuffs it in, and then he shows it off in the display. It's all on my Instagram, by the way. So check it out.
They're also known for the peach donut, too.
Yeah, well, I didn't bring it. But Sedano, you'll love this one. As soon as we walk in at Grand Central Market, you know, he's got to give him his content. Then he collaborates with me and Grand Central Market. Yeah. Like they're really going to repost you.
Why not?
I love it.
Why would they not? I'm hooking them up. I'm getting close to 10,000 followers on Instagram. It's only taken 100 years. You know? Seriously. All right, so George, here's the thing about what you're saying about the Lakers and what they have to do. First of all, very, very hard to find the sort of size that an Oklahoma City has. I mean, they've got a 7-footer in Hartenstein. And then Chet Holmgren is what? What's he really? Is he 7'3"?
He's 7 change, yeah. 7 and change.
So you have two athletic 7-footers on the floor.
And by the way, one of those hasn't even grown into his body yet.
Oh, Chet, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
and yet he moves like a much smaller guy. You know what I'm saying? Like Kevin Durant moves like a guy who's 6 feet tall, even though he's 7 feet tall.
Right.
Chet Holmgren has a similar athleticism to him
Yeah.
because there were plenty of guys that were big but didn't really have athletic moves.
Correct.
Chet Holmgren, for a tall, skinny guy, he's very athletic.
He's the archetype for what you want moving forward in a perfect world, yes.
But what's really interesting, and I really didn't know the true history of all of this, but I read an article the other day. You'll probably know a lot of this. I didn't. But the history of Oklahoma City, which we've talked about, the trade that they made with the Clippers.
Oh, my God, yes.
Oh, the one that led to everything?
Right.
Yeah.
So all the Clippers got was Paul George, and Oklahoma City got Shea, and then
5 picks.
and then everything else, right? All these first-round picks, all these second-round picks, and they turned it into a lot of really good
and
players.
by the way,
One
I
of
will
them,
say this.
Jalen W.
So, Cappy, it's funny. I was at a post-dinner cocktail situation with a bunch of league people.
Oh.
Okay. And some of them executives who are here in town, or former executives who are here in town. Just they're taking in the games. And it was that conversation came up, and the executive types were like, "Hey man,
hey man,
Yeah, hey man." I mean, they all say like, "Yes, easier said than done to look back now and say, oh, but it's like, could you have called Kawhi's bluff? Probably, because he wanted to go to the Clippers. The notion that he wanted to go to the Lakers was clearly false. Like anyone thinking back now, if you had half a brain, you realize he wasn't going to try to go and be LeBron and AD's third player. Like that was not something. After winning 2 championships, that was something that clearly was not going to interest him. Albeit there was alleged smoke and people that may have gotten told otherwise. So he was always going to be a Clipper. So you can make the case. And Doc Rivers will tell you openly. He'll be like, I tried to tell Kawhi that we needed to keep Shea, man, that you can build around that kid. But he wanted Paul George. And, you needed.
Nice job.
It
Your
was
throat's going to be hurting for days.
Yeah. But here's what a couple of these, executive types said at this thing last night. Like, if that's what he wanted, you kind of had to make the move. And by the way,
Absolutely.
Paul George that year finished 3rd in the MVP voting.
Right,
it wasn't like Paul George was just this guy who was always hurt. Like,
No.
if anything, he had shown that he had come back from a catastrophic injury to still be a great player.
Right, but what my point was going to be is this, and again, like I said, I really didn't know the depth and the history of all of this.
Yeah.
So when Paul George goes to the Clippers, Oklahoma City obviously is where they are today
Because of that.
as a result of that trade.
And by the way, you can make the case that
That's the case I'm
Sacramento
about to make.
Also made a very similar
Yes.
mistake with
Yes.
Tyrese Halliburton and Domantas Sabonis.
Exactly.
And I remember people at the beginning of that saying, oh, everybody won in that trade. And I was like, hell no, bro. Tyrese Halliburton has a way higher ceiling than Domantas Sabonis.
Well, that is but it all goes back to Paul George because
Right.
Paul George was in Indiana.
And that's
and
how
then
they
he
got
traded,
Sabonis.
Right, and then he got traded to Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Then Oklahoma
Traded Sabonis.
Right,
correct.
and then for Halliburton to
6
Indiana.
degrees or just 2 or 3
So
degrees
You
of Paul
found that
George.
Instagram thing, huh?
No, I was
There's a
reading
picture that showed the trade and had all the people article that
No,
came
I
out
didn't
there?
know that.
Yeah,
That's,
okay.
No, this was an article that I had read in the Sporting News, and I was like, whoa. Like, there is a...
Well, first of all, Sporting News is still around. Wow.
What a drop.
But your point about there are 6 degrees to Paul George.
Yeah.
And a lot of that is what's playing out in the NBA right now,
Correct.
which is Shea in Oklahoma City and Tyrese in Indiana. And both of those guys were traded to their respective teams
because
through
of
a
a
trade
deal
of Paul
through
George.
Paul George,
Right.
correct.
Right.
In that draft with J-Dub, the one that we were talking about, he was picked up in the 2022 draft because one of the trade picks was from the Clippers.
Right.
So
Correct.
He's not there if the Clippers don't make that. I mean, there's just so many different factors, but that's another thing, though. They had the number 2 with Chet Holmgren, but back to Presti. Does not miss when he has an opportunity.
Yeah, I found
And
that
by
to
the
be
way, do you want to
fascinating.
know this a quick story, real quick, Cappy, about how they discovered J-Dub, Jalen Williams?
Out of Santa Clara, what they do?
Yeah, well, they were scouting Chet, and obviously Santa Clara and Gonzaga play each other all the time.
Yeah.
And in these games, Gonzaga was hey Isaiah, how are you, man?
Isaiah
was
who?
Hartenstein?
Isaiah Joe.
Not Hartenstein. Not
Yeah.
Thomas?
No, Isaiah Joe. They're 3-point specialists for
got it.
OKC.
He gave you a little.
Hi, Isaiah. How are you?
Yeah.
Hi, Joey.
So-
Joey, you're my brother, Joey.
So while they were scouting Chet, because they knew that was going to be their pick, right? Like, they started realizing, they're like, wait, who's this kid in these Santa Clara games? Santa Clara's getting their ass kicked, and he's playing like this is a 1-point game or a tie game through the entire 40 minutes. And that's how they discovered J-Dub, Jalen Williams, from Santa Clara, because of the way – that's initially how they started scouting him, because they noticed him in those games when he was getting blown out. His team was getting blown out, that he was still going 1,000 miles per hour and trying to win the game, even though they were down 15, 20, whatever it was.
I love it. Hey, George, coming up, so you're going to see Anthony Edwards tonight, and he's faced a bunch of criticism here recently.
Yeah.
I want to play for you an argument that was being had on First Take between Stephen A. and Chris Russo.
Okay.
I want to get into that, and I also want to tell you that I'm really pissed at Knicks fans today. Really pissed. I was angry earlier in the week, but today I'm furious. So stick around for that. Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Stick around, everybody. This is Sedano and Kap on 710 ESPN.
All right, guys, the road to global glory runs through Los Angeles. Join ESPN LA and Michelob Ultra for a FIFA Club World Cup watch party this Saturday at Tom's Watch Bar, LA Live. Kickoff is at 7:30 p.m. Get there early, grab a spot, enjoy giveaways, and some ice-cold ultras. Presented by ESPN LA and Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. That's Saturday at Tom's Urban at LA Live. Kickoff at 7:30. Come out and be a part of the party with Michelob Ultra and 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, double down with me in my first ever $10,000 blackjack tournament. It's going to happen on June 6th at the Bicycle Casino. You know it, the Park West Bicycle Casino, 888 Bicycle Casino Drive in Bell Gardens. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a live broadcast from 3 to 6. But when you walk in, I want you to say, double down with Cappy. You go to the Players Reward Desk and you get your free entry into the tournament, which is going to start at 7 o'clock that night. Remember, it's June 6th. Double down with Cappy is going to get you a free entry into the tournament, which you're going to need to get because I'm telling you, this thing's going to fill up real fast. Live radio, real cards, big prizes, very limited seats. So lock yours in now. RSVP for more information for all the details on the tournament at ESPNLA.com.
At LA Live, book your stay at eastcentralhotel.com or call 213-748-1291 today at Entertainment's official address.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Los Angeles International Airport's People Mover trains begin rolling early next year as part of LAX's ongoing investments to transform and improve your travel journey. The People Mover trains will quickly move guests between their terminals and our new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, economy parking, and Kiss and Fly lot. The trains will make it simple and fast to get to your LAX destination in 10 minutes or less, and trains depart every 2 minutes beginning in early 2026. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
The playoffs are in full swing, and you can get in on all the action at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Go from tracking the latest game-changing moments to placing bets in just a few taps. Right now, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code Joe Q. That's JOEQ to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, it's Travis. Join us Friday, May 30th from 9 a.m. to noon at Legends Attic in Claremont as we celebrate their one-year anniversary and kick off the Freddie Freeman World Series Game 1 Walk-Off Grand Slam Ball Tour. Plus, Oral Hershiser hosting special guests, Dodgers voice Joe Davis, Steve Sachs, Rick Monday, Jaime Harin, Peter O'Malley, and more. Giveaways in the amazing art of Dave Hobrick. Purchase your tickets for meet and greets at legendsattic.com. We'll see you Friday, May 30th at Legends Attic in Claremont.
Maybe we'll send Funchy on the street out to get a burger this afternoon on the YouTube after 5 o'clock at ESPN Los Angeles. She turns 81 years old, the legend. Happy birthday to the one and only Gladys Knight. Shouts out to LZ, by the way. LZ and I used to play this song and cry together. Sedano and Kap continues your Wednesday afternoon right now.
For real. Every single time. Why don't you tell him? I don't work here. I'm just an interloper.
Beto is in for Sedano. But Sedano is in Oklahoma City, courtside. And, George, I'm just watching SportsCenter, man. They have got everybody on the roster there. And they just keep going back to the studio. Let's go back to Oklahoma City. Back to the studio. Hey, let's go back.
Is that Bob Myers right now?
It's Udonis Haslem looking good.
Oh, my God, UD?
UD's doing T-shirt
I gotta
and
say
tie,
what's up.
and that's it.
Yeah, I got to say what's up.
He looks like the new intern that just showed up because he doesn't have a jacket.
He's going to Amazon.
Is that where he's going?
Yeah, I mean that's already been reported. He's
Oh.
going to do He's going to be in there with Dirk Nowitzki and Blake Griffin and I think D Wade.
Yeah, he just has a white T-shirt and a black and white tie.
No, it's not a white T-shirt. I mean, it's a white. It looks like a.
It's a collared
T-shirt.
shirt.
It's a collared shirt.
I mean, a white shirt. A white dress shirt. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Button down.
Button down with the tie. Like, nah, I don't need no jacket.
Nah.
The lights are so bright I couldn't tell who it was from a distance. So I saw the height and I thought it was Bob Myers.
No, it's UD.
There, UD's done right now. Hold on, let me yell at him. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead. All right, here comes George.
UD!
Oh, my God.
UD!
George,
It's like you at Del Mar
right.
now.
I mean, honestly,
Get
like,
over here, UD!
like if I was doing
The
this,
headset.
everybody'd be like, "Are you really yelling across the court?" Yeah, I am. I don't care.
Like if you're at Del Mar.
Yeah.
He's looking around. He can't
Right.
see me.
He can't see you, huh?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
I'm on with Sedano!
Hey, George.
I'm on with Sedano.
So I'm really pissed at Knicks fans.
Yeah.
And I was pro Nick against the Celtics, but I've been pro Pacer against the Knicks because I didn't like the fan behavior, like as if you're celebrating like you already won the championship after you've won a round.
Yeah.
But the story goes like this. It was reported in the New York Post today that the video that we've seen with Brian Windhorst where he's being like harassed by a fan.
When they threw trash at him, right?
Well, no, they didn't throw trash at
Yeah, they did.
Okay, I didn't see that.
Yeah, he's walking back to his hotel. They threw trash at him.
Okay, because there was a kid that was wearing Indiana Pacer gear, and they threw bags of trash on him, and then Halliburton actually brought him to the game. But the Wendy stuff, Wendy said in the New York Post today that there's other video that has apparently not come out where these fans, they had their hands all over him. And it sounded to me, this is just the way I read it, like it could have gotten extremely dangerous for Brian Windhorst that night. Now, I would ask Brian next time he comes on, why would you leave that arena and walk through that crowd no matter how far or short you're going?
I don't think Brian wants to revisit that very much anymore.
Yeah.
Well, it's in the New York Post today.
Yeah,
I know, but I don't
want to talk about it.
Again,
But I'm one
right,
of his
just
best
'cause it's in
friends.
Then
The New
text
York
him.
Post doesn't mean that it's like something he wants to continually talk
Well,
about.
he's quoted all over the place.
Okay, but I think he's trying to just be done with it.
Oh, then why did he give those guys quotes?
Because he's trying to be done with it.
Give Marchand the quote and then move on.
I'm going to tell you something right now. He ain't done until he talks to us. All right?
Jesus.
Okay? And let me tell you something. I don't
it won't
understand.
be till next October.
I don't know, nonsense. We'll bring him on here during the finals. But here's what I don't understand. Is there not security? I mean, does he not
He was
realize?
in the streets.
I know, but he's a very famous face.
Cappy.
Yeah.
Well, I will say this. Here at the conference finals, there is ESPN security everywhere, and very rare that you won't walk back with someone. And if you certainly want to walk back with someone at the conference finals or finals in our security team, they will gladly escort you.
Right. And I'm going to talk to my boy Wendy and go, Wendy, you don't walk the streets of New York City in a frantic, group of, nutso
I will say this.
fans.
In Minneapolis and OKC, we've had zero problems even without the security.
Correct. In those cities, you're fine. In New York City, you're taking your life in your hands. And don't put your hands on my boy Wendy.
It's those go New York, go New York. It's those guys. Go New York, go New York. Tell him to chill, Cap.
I mean, I have.
You know him. That's your friend, right?
I've fallen in love with Wendy. What can I tell you? Keep your hands off my guy. That's all I'm saying, George. That's all I'm saying.
Fair enough.
Let me play for you audio from earlier in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Of Stephen A. Smith and Chris Russo. And by the way, Wendy at the very end of this, so listen carefully, as these guys are arguing about Anthony Edwards and this whole notion of who is the face of the NBA. I don't understand the conversation, but everybody's apparently really passionate about it. Let me get your feedback. Play it.
23 years old. And ESPN, more than anybody else, has put him on a pedestal, the face of the league, which is the biggest bunch of garbage I've ever heard in my life. And I think that hurts
That's
him.
not garbage.
Oh, yes, it is.
The brother's special.
Yes, it is. I don't want to
The
hear about the
brother's special.
nonsense.
I agree with you on that.
Nonsense.
I agree with you
the
on
guy's
that,
never
doggy.
played in the final, was outshined
agree with
badly
you on
by
that.
Luka, and all we ever do is say he's the next. No, he's not the face of the league. He plays in Minnesota, and they've never been in the final, and they almost got swept in the conference final last year. Let's take it easy. Will you please take it easy? Face of the league. That's LeBron. That's Bird. That's Jordan.
No.
That's a high
we didn't
level.
say he
He's
was.
not at that level.
We didn't say he was. We didn't say he was.
The next
we said,
face of the
we
league.
said
Stop
that
with the
when you
next
took-
face
when
of the
you
league.
The next. Nonsense.
This next face. Win something. Win something.
If you
and then
said,
you
if you
can
said,
say that.
if you,
Win something.
Oh, please, whatever.
Win something.
Be quiet. Be Kevin Durant. This is who he sent home. This is who he sent home. He sent home Kevin Durant. He sent home Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, Jokic, Jamal Murray, and now LeBron and Luka. I mean, damn. We can't say next. We can't say next. Hold on. We can't say next.
No, you can't.
We can't say next. Well, LeBron is second team All NBA.
Because, when you
LeBron is
get
second team
burned
All
by
NBA. He's still a
Dallas, you
superstar
can't.
in this league.
Wendy,
He's still a superstar in this league. LeBron didn't play like a superstar in this league.
Will you be quiet?
I agree.
And thank you very much.
We're not talking about face of the league. We're talking about the game. Not face of the league, the game. The game.
George, got it. George, what do you say?
I just think the face of the league conversation is like
so lame.
I mean,
Honestly.
it's not the time for that.
It's
you know
so
what I'm saying?
lame.
Like,
I don't understand.
I think Brian had the right tone there. Like, let's talk about what transpired in that game, and I think that to me is where I think the conversation should be elevated to at the moment.
This really upset you, huh, Beto?
Stupid. I mean, I know I'm a company person most of the time, but this is the reason I don't watch that show. Especially when Mad Dog's on there, because they're going to go talk about Bob Cousy and what happened in 1955 about things.
Well, no, I don't want to do that either.
No,
Because I think the show is entertaining,
yeah.
and I think Christopher Russo is excellent.
Yeah, but that topic
and by
is
the
not
way,
today.
that
Talk
is-
about the game.
that
Do
is-
that in July.
The game.
Yeah,
Right.
there's so much good about the game that are coming up and the games that last
and
night.
look-
Do it in July, August.
I didn't watch the show, so I don't know what they were doing before that or after that. And that's what gets aggregated, and I get it. So I don't want to just say that that's all they did in a prism or in a vacuum, rather. And, so whatever. Long story short, I just think that Wendy got them, I'm guessing, back on the rails.
All I know is that this whole notion of face of the league, like this conversation is had all the time. So lame, bro.
Well, I think that the reality is everyone understands LeBron and Steph are at the end, so there's. But by the way, this isn't new. Like we did this when Jordan retired too. Like you know what I
but
mean?
you
Like,
were doing it during the Western Conference.
I don't know. There also wasn't Twitter and 24-hour
that's
sports
true.
shows back then. You know what I'm saying? So like you're talking about 1999.
Yeah.
What was running on ESPN in 1999 in the
Darts.
daytime was SportsCenter on reruns from 2 in the morning on the East Coast.
Poker, yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So
No
like
Chad.
that's the reality, and you didn't have anything until the 6 o'clock, until the PTI started, I guess, in around the horn like 2002. But like that's it. Like at that time there was none of that. It was SportsCenter all day and whatever was running during the day.
Yeah, I just listen. I think those guys are great. I love them yelling and screaming and ranting and raving.
Yeah.
But I got to be honest with you. Like you're losing me a little bit here. Stephen A. I always support him. I always have his back, dude. He's losing me a little bit here. The whole Jalen Brunson's a star and Tyrese Halliburton is not a star.
Well, I disagree with that too.
Switch the teams to see what happens.
Right, of course, propping up the guy from his team and beating up on the guy from the smaller market. You got me a little upset
listen,
there.
Here's all I'll have to say about that. Okay, what I would say to you is this: Tyrese Halliburton is absolutely a superstar. I don't think there's any question about that. I don't understand the conversation that he's not. At least I don't understand it. I'd like to hear the argument against it. But here's what I would add. Last night he had 32 points, with a triple-double of 15 assists, 12 rebounds, and had zero turnovers.
Right.
Okay,
Zero.
And this guy's also sent home Giannis, the number 1 seeded Cavs, and is going to send home Brunson and the Knicks. So if that's not a superstar, then I don't know what is.
Okay, George. Well, listen, let me let you go.
All right.
You got a game broadcast.
Yep.
Say what up to UD.
Yeah. Make sure you
I
say
gotta
UD.
find UD.
Yeah, go
Look,
find
Stephen
him.
A's right there. You want me to say
Yeah,
something?
go tell him. Tell him your boy Cap is just, you're losing him emotionally. Let him
Okay,
know
I'll
that.
let him know.
Let him know. All right, thank
see you guys.
All right, you're listening to KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station. I want to remind everybody we're hosting our first ever blackjack tournament. It's Friday, June 6th at the Park West Bicycle Casino in the city of Bell Gardens. It's going to be a party. You know that. RSVP now because space is limited at ESPNLA.com, ESPNLA.com. Click on the picture of this guy, Cappy. He's a hot piece of ass. And cash, and there's going to be, what? He is. He's hot. He's sexy. That guy. So I'm holding a bunch of cash, and it's our first ever blackjack tournament. There's a purse of $10,000, and it breaks down $5,000 to the winner, $3,000 to second, $2,000 to third. So go to ESPNLA.com right now to reserve your spot. We'll see you next Friday. Stick around, everybody. This is Sedano and Cap on 710 ESPN.
The road to glory runs through Los Angeles, and ESPN LA is teaming up with Michelob Ultra for an epic FIFA Club World Cup watch party you won't want to miss. Join us this Saturday at Tom's Watch Bar at LA Live as 2 powerhouse clubs face off for a shot at the world stage. This Saturday, kickoff at 7:30 p.m. Be sure to get there early so you can get your spot. Catch every second on dozens of screens, enjoy giveaways, and sip on ice-cold ultras. Thanks to Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. And, of course, 710 ESPN. We'll see you this Saturday at Tom's Watch Bar at LA Live.
Hey, guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement, and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no.
Hey, it's Travis. Join us Friday, May 30th from 9 a.m. to noon at Legends Attic in Claremont as we celebrate their 1-year anniversary and kick off the Freddie Freeman World Series Game 1 Walk-Off Grand Slam Ball Tour. Plus, Oral Hershiser hosting special guests, Dodgers voice Joe Davis, Steve Sachs, Rick Monday, Jaime Harin, Peter O'Malley, and more. Giveaways in the amazing art of Dave Hobrecht. Purchase your tickets for meet and greets at legendsattic.com. We'll see you Friday, May 30th at Legends Attic in Claremont.
.com.
Still getting around to that fix on your car? You got this. On eBay, you'll find millions of parts guaranteed to fit. Doesn't matter if it's a major engine repair or your first time swapping your windshield wipers. eBay has that part you need, ready to click perfectly into place. For changes big and small, loud or quiet, find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. But you already know that. eBay. Things, people, love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
The playoffs are in full swing, and you can get in on all the action at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Go from tracking the latest game-changing moments to placing bets in just a few taps. Right now, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code JOEQ, J-O-E-Q, to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
710 ESPN. Sedano and Cap for your afternoon right now on 710 ESPN.
It's time for what you need to know.
Let's do it. What you need to know right now.
What you need to know is being brought to us by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times, less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Here's something you need to know. Beto is in for Sedano. Woo, woo, woo. Sedano has now taken off to go do whatever he does pregame.
Yeah, he'll be on the radio broadcast.
Yep.
Him and Kesty.
I'm watching Stephen A. right now there in Oklahoma City. They've handed off to Stephen A., to Udonis Haslam, to Brian Windhorst,
Big
to
Perk.
Big Perk in the house. And I think there was somebody even before Big Perk. I don't remember. I mean, everybody from ESPN is there.
Well, when you have the rights, that's what you do.
Yeah,
you take your whole team there.
Keep handing off the baton. Let's go back to Oklahoma City. Here's Stephen A. And now, let's go back to our studio, Studio B, here at ESPN
No, this is
LA.
Studio A, actually, Cappy.
What studio am I in?
This is, well, you're in Studio A, and this is like producer room A.
Let's go to Studio A, producer room A. Here's Lindsay Baseball. She's standing by with what we need to know.
Fight on. You know, we were just talking about that, DeAndre. We were talking about how you guys like to make fun of me for saying fight on.
Fight
Well,
on.
we don't like to make fun
Fight
of you.
on.
We embrace fight on.
Fight
on. You're right, Beto.
Fight.
That's a positive way to look at it. You're really thinking on the glass half full side there. Okay, so what you need to know is that the #1 entertainment park, or favorite entertainment park, theme park in the country, has been determined. And you want to know what it is?
Based on the way you just said that, I'll take my guess.
Okay, what's your guess?
Cedar Point, Sandusky, Ohio.
Incorrect.
Okay.
Is that a real place?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like one of the
America's
greatest roller coaster
Rock
parks.
and Roller Coast.
Yeah, it's one of the best roller coaster
It
parks
really
in the
is.
country.
There's really a Sandusky, Ohio?
Sandusky,
Yeah.
Ohio.
Oh,
they
I
don't
don't
have
live there.
They don't have those
Didn't you
strawberry
see-
donuts from the Donut Man. I'll
Right.
tell you that right now, Punchy Lubba.
Didn't you ever see, what is it, Dumb and Dumber, that he's from there?
I didn't.
The guys
I
from
didn't remember
there?
that.
Nah.
Wait, so this is America's #1 theme park?
Yes. Got any guesses?
Oh, it's not the one in Ohio.
It's, no.
Okay, so Disney World in Orlando.
It's not a Disney park.
Okay, so not
Then
Disneyland.
it's a bad list.
Okay, well, guess what? It's Dollywood, your favorite, Cappy. Dolly Parton's Dollywood.
Really? I didn't know there was a
Yes.
What the hell
Dollywood.
is Dollywood?
You know it's Dolly World, really?
No, what the hell is
Wait,
this?
Yeah.
Fun. Let's go to Dollywood next
Helly?
summer.
Wait,
I
what
would love
is
to go to Dolly
Dollywood?
World.
Wait, I've never been to Dollywood. I'm assuming is it in
Dollywood.
Man,
Nashville?
he's 25. He doesn't know
He doesn't
these
know who
things.
Dolly Parton is.
No,
Do you
why
know-
should-
I do
why
know-
would
hold
he?
on, hold on. I do
He
know who Dolly
because
Parton
she was
is.
at the
You're
Cowboy
right.
game this year.
Yeah,
That's
did like
right,
a
exactly,
she was dressed as a
exactly.
cheerleader, that's why.
You're damn right.
Most of us grew up and we only knew Dolly Parton for 2 reasons.
Didn't you sing that
No,
song?
not most of us.
Hold on.
You.
Thank you.
You.
Thank you, Funch.
I get it.
Thank you, Funch.
She's in that song with Pitbull, isn't she?
Didn't
Oh.
she sing
I don't know.
Jolene?
Yes.
Yeah, see, come
Great
on, man.
song. That's a
Yeah,
baller.
working on the show, you know that. Because he's probably in front of you.
Man, where's George when I need him to pull out the Pip? Yeah, she did. Pitbull and Dolly Parton, powerful women. Look that up.
Pitbull
Okay.
Station number 13 on
DeAndre.
XM. Oh, yeah.
What's
Jam it.
it's popping there, dude?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so what's the deal?
Okay.
Dollywood, where's she at?
So, Dollywood, I don't like when they talk to me in the back because then I have to switch my thing back.
Okay, who's talking to you?
Sorry, Reese was. He was telling me that she was also on Cowboy Carter.
Thank you, Reese.
Reese, just
Thank
turn
you,
your
Reese.
mic on, bro. Let's
Yeah,
go.
come on, man.
Don't
Be
be
part of-
scared.
Be
Yeah,
part
you
of the
could just
team,
jump
bro.
in because then I got to reset my my nozzle. What
Here's
do
what
they call
Reese
it?
is
Knob.
gonna say. She was in Cowboy.
That's literally what he said.
That's exactly.
I didn't put
That's
on
exactly
a
how
voice.
it sounds too.
I wasn't going to be on the actual radio, so I didn't put on a voice.
You're on the radio,
Yeah, that's
Reese.
so much
With
easier,
that
Reese. Now I
chest.
don't
Yeah.
got to switch it back.
Come on, Reese.
Great photographer.
Yeah. Anyway, you were saying Dollywood is the
Dollywood.
#1 theme
it's
park?
in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Okay.
And it has 50 rides, over 50 rides and attractions.
Ooh,
More
yeah.
than 2 million people visit Dolly's Park each year, according to the park's website. And #2 was Disneyland.
I must say that I didn't
Gotcha.
realize that that Dolly Parton was such a big star that somebody would
What?
actually want to like put her name. Like, for example, like Elvis has, what's the name of his?
Graceland.
Graceland, right?
That's not a theme park, though.
No, but it's a.
It's just his house that they turned
No,
into
but
like
it's
a museum.
Right, it's a tourist attraction. Like, I didn't think Dolly Parton was that big of a star that somebody would want to use her name for a theme park. You know, like if you were talking to me about Michael Jackson's name, that's one.
No, I
that's
don't know
different.
about that.
Everybody got so mad at me around here because Dolly Parton was at a Cowboys like halftime of a
Of the Thanksgiving game.
and
And
she's
she
like
wore, like,
95 years old.
that
and
bedazzled,
she was,
Cowboys
right,
outfit?
She was wearing a cowboy cheerleader outfit,
we all
but
saw
like it wasn't her
Thanks- it was
midriff.
Thanksgiving.
No, but it wasn't like her midriff was exposed
She was
like
wearing
the
like
girls.
nude
you didn't say
colored,
she's hot.
you know,
No.
covering.
She was like, the thing was she couldn't stand up. She was wearing such high heels that they had to have like a bar for her to like, hold on, I got to balance over here while I'm lip syncing. Oh
Why
my!
you sound like Kevin Harlan?
Dolly Parton standing there. Here's Dolly. She's got on the 6-foot-inch heels. She's wearing the white shorts with the blue top with the gray midriff so she's not exposed because she's 85 years old. Right.
She's not 85, is she?
How old is she?
She's got to be like in 70s.
Yeah, late 70s
Well,
for
DeAndre
sure.
never played the Dolly Parton Pitbull song, so I'll never know.
Really? Dolly Parton and Pitbull?
It really is a thing. I
Pitbull
remember
has a song with everybody,
George
bro.
was singing it. Don't you remember this came out like, I don't know, maybe a year or two ago? And he was like, oh, yeah, I've heard this song.
Yeah, if it's a Pitbull thing, of course you did.
Exactly.
Mr. 305.
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. International Worldwide is right.
That's enough of Dolly
Dolly's
Parton,
only
bro.
79, by the way. She's not 85.
She's only 79. Yeah. Well, then
She's
she
not
should have
80
actually
yet.
showed the skin then, I guess. How about that? You know? Man, oh, man.
Lakers.
Well, that is what you need to know. Brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times, less than 90 minutes from wherever you are.
We are 50.
Wait, he's got it. Yeah, it's like the 9 to 5 song.
Oh, no. I can see why no one heard this song. None of us heard this song. I can see why.
It's a banger. 50 minutes away from Morales saving the show.
5-0, huh?
5-0. YouTube only.
I will say one thing about last night. You know, Morales and I do our
No,
thing.
you can't say anything.
I won't say
you
anything.
You have to say it at 5 o'clock.
I
Exclusive.
won't. Spoiler alert.
I read the email.
I know. I won't say much, but I will say this. That last night, even for me and Morales, who've done a lot of weird stuff, I've mounted.
I heard the promo.
I've mounted the man. I've shared a 22.
You mounted him.
I've shared a 22-inch glizzy with this man. I've shared lots of food things that don't really belong, like the whole Lady and the Tramp spaghetti thing.
Yeah, we get it. Get to it. Come on,
The
man.
point.
This is a long list,
the
bro.
point is that something happened last night that even I am like disgusted by.
When are you going to tell us?
Whenever Morales gets here and
At what time?
When we get to YouTube.
At what time?
But I think that's at 5:30.
Oh.
That's just like a
It's
cue to
Lindsay's new
move on.
favorite song.
I could not stop singing that song last night. It was stuck in my
I
head.
don't know if she has
George
good
left,
taste
you
in
can
music.
I know.
Hey, speaking of Yamamoto, not really, but speaking of the
Wait a minute.
Dodgers,
Why is YouTube only at 5:30?
because I think the game tips
game's
off
at
at
5:30.
5:30.
Yes, correct.
5:30.
Yeah.
So we're on the air radio-wise till 5:30?
Correct.
So behave till 5:30.
Right.
Yes.
And then
So
5:30 to
5:30,
6 is YouTube.
Oh,
Right.
snap.
Right. Speaking of the Dodgers, which we won't really, but we mentioned Yamamoto. So Lindsay's guarding the Dodgers today.
Sorry, wrong one.
Wait, what?
She's just playing sound effects.
Is that going on the air? Or
Yeah,
just
it's
my
all
head?
going on here.
Oh, my goodness.
Lindsay just playing any sound effects she can.
This
she
is
can
what
get
I
her.
do when I'm just like, whatever.
Were you happy that your Gardos beat the Dodgers today?
I didn't expect it, to be honest with you, because we looked like a minor league team compared to the Dodgers. But,
Hey, well, the Dodgers had Alex Vesia pitching.
right, their bullpen blew up. So, hey, Kershaw looked pretty good, though.
Yes, he
The
did.
Dodgers they were up like 4-3, weren't
They
they?
were up
Correct.
4-3. Then Tanner
They're
Scott
up 4-2.
Tanner Scott gave up a run, and Vesia gave up the three-run bomb when you got my truck. And then that's just the Dodgers bullpen is taxed. They've thrown a lot of innings. I think they've thrown one of the highest percentage of innings thrown this year from the Dodgers bullpen. They're taxed. Getaway day, and they should have won, but nope.
Yeah, we started a guy who has never started a game in his life.
Dude, that dude who started for Cleveland.
Yep.
Yeah, local guy, OC guy.
San Clemente.
Yeah.
Which is technically local because he's the last city in
Somewhat.
OC.
Yeah, I
We'll
said
give it to
OC
him.
What high
guy.
school did he go to?
San Clemente.
Oh, he did.
San Clemente.
Yeah, born in Anaheim.
One team, one town, San Clemente. Remember
Oh,
that.
how about that?
That's
Okay.
their motto down there. One
Okay.
team, one town.
And where did he go to college again?
Kobe Allard. So he was a first-round pick.
Yeah, he was like number 14 or something like that.
10 years ago, 2015.
No way, really? That
And,
far back?
Yeah, and just a bunch of injuries, been DFA'd a lot, and then he got to start today for the Gardos.
Oh, wow. Hey, how about that? Good for
So
that
it was
kid.
a bullpen game for them. but
Yeah, he was one of those guys that they just signed, like, throw a bunch of stuff at the wall and hope one of them sticks.
Well, hey, listen, sometimes you find these guys that have had a lot of injuries and, like you said, better have been cut by teams, and they still have the passion to still try and make it, and, you take a shot on a guy like that.
Yeah, well, he also signed for $3 million coming out of high school. So he's been chasing away Rangers,
He's-
Phillies, Braves, now the Gardos.
He's probably hasn't got a contract close to that since, has he?
Well, that was
I
his
bet
signing
you-
bonus.
Yeah, I'm sure he's not made anywhere near that kind of
No,
money
right,
since.
not at all.
right. That's what
He's
I'm
been
saying.
up and down, yeah.
That's
See, and
crazy.
that's just it. Is like when you're
And
a
then
first
COVID, couple years too.
when you're a first-round pick in baseball, you think it's like football where you're like fast-tracked to the major leagues.
No.
But that is not the way it works in baseball at all.
No, you get your signing bonus, and then half of that's gone in taxes and agent
fees, right.
and financial planners. And then you go to the minor leagues and you get your
You get paid nothing.
You get your minor league
You
stipend,
get like
whatever that
you
is.
get to stay with a host family in the
If
middle
you
of
want
nowhere.
to, yeah. If you're in,
Unless you're like Paul Skeens, which those guys come around like once every 5 years.
yeah, but he didn't go to like rookie ball or
Right,
anything like
right.
that.
He
That's what I'm
went right
saying.
into the big
Yeah.
leagues.
Yeah, he didn't go to Missoula
Mm-hmm.
or Medicine Hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Or Lake
grandma at one
Elsinore.
point hosted the guys from one of the minor league teams, like two of them, 2 years in a row,
In what city?
in Lorraine, which was out by.
It's
Right,
Cleveland.
was
It's
that next
Cleveland.
to Jolene?
Not Sandusky?
No.
Good
not
question, though.
It's actually closer to
Yeah.
Sandusky than it is to Cleveland.
Right, but it is Lorain, Ohio, right
Yeah.
by Cleveland. It's kind of a suburb of Cleveland.
Right.
How do you know so much Ohio?
Mostly because
the show?
no, mostly because when I did spend a couple of years kind of schlepping back and forth to Cleveland, and well, that was when my boy was the offensive coordinator there. So I would pull into town for a couple of games a year, get to know the Cleveland area a little bit. So I know a little
Get this,
bit.
Cabby. One of our new interns is from Cleveland, and not even like
Shocker.
Cleveland, like a city over from where I grew up.
Is that the kid from Ohio State?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
All right, everybody's getting on me. Tanner Scott blew the lead. Yeah, it was technically given to him, but Vetch is the one that gave up the bomb. All right?
All right. Gotcha.
But he's definitely no.
Hey, coming up, can I say that we have to talk about this? So we're talking about the whole, Western Conference Finals and Game 5 tonight, and is Oklahoma City going to wrap this up? And George was making the point earlier about how much work the Lakers have to do when you look at a team like Oklahoma City, how young they are, how deep they are, et cetera. That brings us home to the Lakers and LeBron and what's going to happen with LeBron.
You're doing this.
And then let me
You're doing it.
and let me-
You're doing it. Look at that smile on his face.
LeBron
You
is-
couldn't wait for George to leave.
Dude, oh, yeah.
You're even doing the little pinky.
LeBron is such a showbiz guy. He understands show business so well. That's why he went limping out of the arena the night that the Lakers got knocked
You're
out.
doing this?
Oh, stand by.
You're doing
You
this.
need to hear this.
No,
you need
we
to see
don't.
this.
No, we don't.
Stick
Look
around.
at Mad Dog Russo
oh,
over here.
yeah, I'm loving this.
I'm not going to tell you anything.
This is Sedano and Kap on 710 ESPN.
All right, guys, our friends at Legends Attic are having a birthday, and to be part of the celebration this Friday, live from 9 to noon, come on out to hang out with Travis and DeMarco. Guess who else is going to be there? Iconic legends like Steve Sachs, Peter O'Malley, Jaime Harrain, plus there will be Legends Attic giveaways like live art with Dave Hobrecht, and see the ball from Freddie Freeman's unforgettable Game 1 Grand Slam. It's all happening at Legends Attic, 619 West Foothill Boulevard in Claremont. Tickets at legendsattic.com. We'll see you this Friday with 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, double down with me in my first ever $10,000 blackjack tournament. It's going to happen on June 6th at the Bicycle Casino. You know it, the Park West Bicycle Casino, 888 Bicycle Casino Drive in Bell Gardens. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a live broadcast from 3 to 6. But when you walk in, I want you to say, double down with Cappy. You go to the Players Reward Desk, and you get your free entry into the tournament, which is going to start at 7 o'clock that night. Remember, it's June 6th. Double down with Cappy is going to get you a free entry into the tournament, which you're going to need to get because I'm telling you, this thing's going to fill up real fast. Live radio, real cards, big prizes, very limited seats. So lock yours in now. RSVP for more information for all the details on the tournament at ESPNLA.com.
Visit CAChooseChill.com to learn more. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Waba Grill is an LA original, so we've got to keep it real. Real fresh with our Asian-inspired menu that's grilled to order every time. Real quality with our marinated proteins like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium beverage drink like our creamy and delicious Thai tea. Waba Grill. Keeping it real every day for you.
Hey guys, have you checked out the all-new Park West Bicycle Casino with a new owner, fresh
Hey,
renovation?
it's Travis. Join us Friday, May 30th from 9 a.m. to noon at Legends Attic in Claremont as we celebrate their 1-year anniversary and kick off the Freddie Freeman World Series Game 1 Walk-Off Grand Slam Ball Tour. Plus, Oral Hershiser hosting special guests, Dodgers voice Joe Davis, Steve Sachs, Rick Monday, Jaime Harrain, Peter O'Malley, and more. Giveaways in the amazing art of Dave Hobrecht. Purchase your tickets for meet and greets at legendsattic.com. We'll see you Friday, May 30th at Legends Attic in Claremont.
Back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
And it is Sedano and Kap your Wednesday afternoon. Beto's here. Sedano's getting ready for NBA hoop action. Jack. On this day, back in 1982, Rocky III was released in theaters. Not as good as Rocky IV, but Rocky III. Today's also Passion Fruit Martini Day. Okay. And on this day, back in 1995, the #1 hit, Bone Thugs and Harmony, The Crossroads. Sedano and Kap continues your Wednesday afternoon right now.
Oh, CD at Tower
yeah.
Records, baby.
Yeah. DeAndre, you like this little Bones Thugs, huh?
Man, this
and
is the jam
Harmony.
right
Bone
here,
Thugs.
man.
Bone Thugs, right there. Look.
And Harmony.
What about the first of the month? Fudge, did you buy their CDs?
Y'all don't know
bought the
nothing
first
about
one.
no Bone Thugs.
About the first one.
Oh, man, we're all about Bone Thugs in Carson High, 1995. Right there. I said Tower Records by Delamo Mall. Oh, yeah.
Founded by Eazy-E.
You mean 1999?
Huh?
Said 1995.
No, but Bone Thugs also.
They had an album called 1999.
He's
No,
1999.
but didn't they also come out in the 90s?
Yeah, they came out like in 94.
He's 1999. He's not.
I was like, in 1999.
They came out in 94.
I'm
yes.
singing the
I'm saying,
song.
in 1995, I bought a CD from Bone Thugs at Tower Records. You know how I know? Because I said, damn, this is $18
Which Tower Records?
in Torrance.
You said by the Delamo Mall, dog.
Prices went up, bro.
Hey, you know where Bone Thugs is from?
Where are they from?
St. Ignatius.
Cleveland! This is for you!
St. Ignatius.
I don't think they made it to St. Ignatius. Just saying.
Hey, Funchy, how's the stomach doing after that
Great.
giant Mr.
Ready,
Donut?
ready for more.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you go after the tiger tail?
I had some of it, yes.
How was
Tiger
it?
Tail
was great.
Fire. It
It's
was
fire?
Yes.
He stayed in
yes.
room for some burgers for National Burger Day.
Did you leave us any donuts?
No tiger
No,
tail for
man.
the boys? None for
You
us.
guys brought us some back. You had some donuts over there. So,
we didn't.
No, we didn't have
yes.
donuts over
No,
there.
we're watching our figure over here.
Right.
We don't fit into Viore and XL, bro.
Yeah. Beto and I went over to Grand Central Market, and dude, I love that place.
You know,
we
I would
love
like
you.
to have gone there because I really could use some paprika to make some Hungarian chicken paprikash to bring in for you guys to try.
Wait, so you
What did
needed
you just say?
paprika to make some Hungarian paprikash?
Yes.
I don't know what that is.
It's a
but they don't
dish.
sell paprika there.
They don't
No,
usually
it's-
at like these international markets.
No,
they
it's
sell
just,
everything.
it's just
yeah.
restaurants.
It's the restaurants.
Yeah.
They don't have a market there at all.
Yeah.
No.
Not
No.
a single store.
It's not a.
No,
it's like a.
just
It's
a
not
bunch
a
of
farmer's
food
market or
stands.
nothing.
It's a
No.
bunch of food stands.
And there's like this one Israeli place, and they've got all this, they've got all this Hebrew lettering all over, you know. And Beto goes, "Well, what does all that say?" And I said, "Well, I could read it to you, but I don't know what any of it means."
Yeah.
That's what happens when you go to Hebrew school. They actually teach you how to read the language. They just don't tell you what the language means.
You didn't go to Hebrew school, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude.
Till when?
Till I got bar mitzvah. Yeah. Oh yeah, man.
But I also took.
Yeah.
I took Cappy to the Carnitas Michoacan.
See?
Then I realized, I was like, Cap, you can't have any. It was the pig, right? It had everything there.
Ah.
And I was like, Cappy, I don't think your rabbi is gonna like it. He goes,
No.
And Cappy was being super nice, like, yeah, maybe maybe this place over here, scam likely, no.
Well, when they take the pig and they tear it apart,
Carnitas are bomb,
and they put
Cappy,
put the tongue out there, like a cow tongue.
Lengua. Ugh. But I was also telling Cappy, like, it was like we're reading everything in Spanish. It sounds exotic. Then once it's in English, I was like, yeah, maybe that does sound good for Cappy.
Right.
Lingua's good, man.
I'm not eating any lingua.
Oh,
no
that's
tongue
good,
for me.
man, yeah.
No tongue for me, buddy. I'll tell you
man.
that right now.
Trust me, if you didn't even know what it meant and you just ate
chicharrón,
it,
tripas,
you're good, man.
buche.
Oh, my
I'm going to give some
goodness.
buche, but nah. But then I realized, Cappy, what did you have?
I wound up having a chicken quesadilla, please?
Oh my God!
They decide to walk.
Yeah. No, dude, they're like 12 different Mexican restaurants in this place, and they're all serving the exact same stuff. And so as we walked
No,
by,
they weren't. It's just Mexican food, but different
it
styles.
all looked the same to me.
Oh, you're saying all the Mexican food looks the same?
I'm saying all the Mexican food looked the
man.
same. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Wow.
Yeah, the beans looked the same.
No,
the
they
rice
don't.
looked the same.
One was refried, one was
the
black.
pollo looked the same. The carnitas looked the same. See?
Carnitas.
See? All looked the same.
This guy's a fool.
Yeah.
The aguachiles were a bomb, though.
Those aguachiles were amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, you had to convince me to eat the uncooked shrimp. Then I realized, well, it's being cooked in the lime juice.
Raw shrimp in lime juice, little habanero. Oh, so good. Ooh, he's going to go on the Cappy Cast tomorrow and be like, hey, Alex, check this out. Not some aguachiles yesterday, bro.
Yeah.
Flex on it real quick.
Hell to the
You don't know about no aguachiles.
So let me come back to LeBron for a second.
I tried,
you
DeAndre.
so wanted me to
I
not touch
tried.
this. Why
I
not?
tried.
You know this is true.
No, because the way you're going to try to spin this, go for it. Go. You know what?
I'll tell you what. No, I'll tell you what. I got a better idea.
Go. No.
You be me. What am I going to say?
Oh, dog. Did you see TikTok? LeBron dancing? Oh, the brother don't look like he has an MCL. That's what you would have said.
That brother don't look like he got an MCL.
It's a miraculous.
That brother be bloviating.
I'm doing Stephen A. doing Cappy.
Did you guys see on social media LeBron dancing? That's a cat was gonna.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna do that?
Yeah. So right. So okay, look.
Wait, first, before we do that one, can we play the graduation thing?
All right. So LeBron's son, Bryce, graduated high school and is now headed to the University of Arizona. And I'll just say this: that when the young man, Bryce James, gets through his freshman year at Arizona,
he'll be on the Lakers.
He will be playing for the Lakers. Exactly right.
Bryce James.
That's right. So LeBron,
That's cool,
LeBron screams for his kid. It's cool. That's what you do when you
You had
kid
a problem with
graduates.
that?
No, not at all.
That's why people had a problem with that.
Why?
Because it's all about him now. He's making it about himself.
Oh, give me a break.
Yeah,
You
but
can
every
cheer for
parent
his
does that at
son.
every
Yeah.
graduation.
Right.
And then they go, please refrain from your applause until the end.
Sierra Canyon is a real small school, so you get to be on the stage by yourself there. Let me tell you something. You have never gone to a graduation till you've been with Samoans. Because my Polynesian family at a graduation, they are going all out for the graduation, the name that's being yelled at.
Oh,
so I have
totally.
no problem with
Me
LeBron
neither.
making the noise.
Me neither. Like, for example, Rubber Rachel's son is graduating high school on Friday. And I don't want to be like the annoying, like half stepdad. And I say it like
You guys
that
have to bring signs?
Well, you know, last year when my
Fat
daughter
heads, fat
graduated,
heads.
when my daughter graduated high school last year, we all had signs of our dog, because my kids thought that was funny. So we all had signs for our dog. But when they said my daughter's name, I was like, yeah, Julia. But there were like a class of 1,000, and there were 10,000 people at the graduation, right?
Yeah.
So when Rachel's son graduates on Friday, I'm explaining to her, as soon as they say his name, because she can do that really super loud whistle where she blows out people's ears right next to her.
Like my uncles?
I'm like, yeah, like, right. She does it. She puts her fingers in her mouth.
She can do that?
And oh, dude, it's so
Skills.
loud. It's so loud.
Skills
So what I'll
right
say to
there.
her is like, when we're at a concert, I'll be like, hey, do the whistle thing. And then I'll put my fingers in my mouth because I can't do it. But then it looks like it's coming from me, but it's actually coming from her. So, yes, I have no problem with parents screaming their kids or LeBron
it.
going, LeBron, I have no problem with that.
I wish you could do that too.
I
Cappy.
do.
Try it.
The only issue I have is this. When the graduation is over, whoever posts the video of LeBron dancing,
Yep.
that brother don't look like he got an MCL.
It was a knee sprain, right?
It was a knee sprain.
About, 3 weeks ago?
MCL sprain?
I mean,
he did say last week on what's the name of his podcast, Mind the Game, that he's able to go on, like, do some light cardio.
Yeah.
like
It's a
cardio.
sprain.
Did you
Is it a
see the
tear?
dance moves?
He said he could do the elliptical and
Those
the
are not the
bike.
dance moves of a man who has a torn MCL. You know what it is? When you lose the
But
series.
I thought it wasn't.
and-
I thought it was a sprain.
What did I say?
Torn.
It's not torn, it's a sprain.
When you lose the series and you walk out, that you limp out because you have a sense of showmanship. You're in Hollywood, baby. You're in L.A. Hey, LeBron, listen, when you walk out, limp because we got to have a reason for
gotta
why
sell
the
this. You
team.
gotta sell this.
Sell it. Exactly right. Because you're an actor. Okay, this is Hollywood. You're going for an Academy Award, baby, right? And he goes walking out, and he's limping, and then he can't go to this event, he can't go to that event. But man, when the high school graduation came, boy, them dance moves look good.
3 weeks later, the swelling has gone down.
Not enough time.
He wasn't trying to run up and down the court. He wasn't trying to.
Did you see those moves?
He's going
What
sideways.
kind of moves did he do, Cap?
Oh, like these right here. Watch
Let's
this.
see it.
Watch this right here.
You're going to tear your MCL
I'm
right
not
now.
going to tear nothing.
Okay.
All right?
Don't pull no fat right
I'll
now.
tell you right. Well, that's different. But listen, here's LeBron, and he got all these moves.
Why does
legs.
it bother you?
Because he was not hurt.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Come on.
He was, his ego was hurt, not his knee.
You're accusing him of faking an injury?
I'm accusing him of being a Hollywood actor and a man who has a sense of showmanship. That's what I'm accusing him of.
You're accusing him of faking an injury.
I'm accusing him of being a man of showmanship.
Okay, he's moving 3 steps.
Let me take a look at this.
Back and forth.
It's like 2 steps.
Oh, look at that, man. That is not. That brother ain't hurt.
He's not running 94 feet.
That brother
He's
ain't
not
hurt.
trying to dunk.
That brother ain't hurt.
You can't even do the moves that he has.
That brother ain't hurt.
God.
Look at that.
You waited for this.
Well, I waited for Sedano to leave.
Oh, man.
Because
that's
Sedano
great.
would be like, Sedano would go.
Now,
what?
If he was working out with his kids, you're like, oh, okay. He's
Dancing with his kids.
3 steps, side to side.
That's a lot. That's hard on the knee.
It's a sprain, not a tear.
Now show it again. It's hard on
Look,
the knee.
You've probably torn ACLs and MCLs, and you still did your Ironman. You can do things on it. Nobody's asking him to play NBA Finals basketball right now.
God, you see my moves? You see my moves on YouTube?
Man,
freaking awesome, man.
I agree with Newski in the YouTube chat. This station sucks now, man.
Yeah,
See
man,
what
it
you
does.
did?
I agree, man.
I
This
agree,
station
Newski.
sucks, Newski.
Come on,
I agree.
877-710 ESPN. Jump in.
Yeah, go ahead,
Please.
Newski.
You know, with both of you in, you know I always got to play this song for us.
Oh, yeah.
Look, Debbie, Deb.
Yeah.
Not the hands, Jackie.
Let me see your moves.
I don't have any. I know better. I'm tall. I don't have to dance.
LeBron ain't hurt. Hey, listen, let me talk to everybody about the East Central Hotel. It's literally my home away from home. I live right across the street here in downtown L.A. East Central was featured yesterday on television when there was that motorcycle chase going right downtown. Right? You can see the East Central right
I was
there.
looking for that hand in the room.
And that's because it's the best location in all of downtown L.A. You want that real, authentic L.A. vibe, downtown L.A., right across from L.A. Live, Crypto.com, Microsoft Theater, the L.A. Convention Center, the Grammy Museum. The East Central is perfectly situated to accommodate travelers from out of town. So if you got people coming in who want to experience all that LA has to offer, but it's also perfect for a little staycation because when you get to downtown LA, you're going to a game, you're going to a museum, you're going to a restaurant. You don't want to drive home. So come take a little staycation, a little entertainment right here in Los Angeles. East Central, the softest towels you've ever felt, the biggest rooms, a brand new gym, which is perfect for when you're working out in a hotel, the Nixo Lounge. I can't tell you enough about how great the East Central is. And I think the thing I love the most, the people who work there, my man Robert, who's the general manager, and his entire crew, you guys are amazing. So book your next stay at East Central Hotel by going to eastcentralhotel.com. It's eastcentralhotel.com, the East Central Hotel in downtown LA, entertainment's official address. Here comes Radio Tinder next.
Are you ready for a party, party? The first ever Cappy $10,000 blackjack tournament, Jack, is happening Friday, June 6th at Park West Bicycle Casino in the city of Bell Gardens. We're going to be broadcasting live that Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. And then at 7 o'clock, you can win cash and play blackjack with Cappy. Let's do it. Sign up right now at ESPNLA.com. ESPNLA.com. Click the picture of Cappy holding cash for you, sucker.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Los Angeles International Airport's People Mover trains begin rolling early next year as part of LAX's ongoing investments to transform and improve your travel journey. The People Mover trains will quickly move guests between their terminals and our new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses.
Hey, it's Travis. Join us Friday, May 30th from 9 a.m. to noon at Legends Attic in Claremont as we celebrate their one-year anniversary and kick off the Freddie Freeman World Series Game 1 Walk-Off Grand Slam Ball Tour. Plus, Oral Hershiser hosting special guests, Dodgers voice Joe Davis, Steve Sachs, Rick Monday, Jaime Harin, Peter O'Malley, and more. Giveaways in the amazing art of Dave Hobrick. Purchase your tickets for meet and greets at legendsattic.com. We'll see you Friday, May 30th at Legends Attic in Claremont.
Public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gat today at 818-917-5256, or you go to avnergat.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergat.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergat.com.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
And it is Sedano and Kap, your Wednesday afternoon Radio Tinder Time. Radio Tinder Time, we like to play a TV theme on this day back in 2023. How's it been 2 years already? The last episode of Succession aired on HBO. So I like to say, if we're good, we're good.
We'll always be good, right? If we're good, we're good. Okay. Well, that's heartening.
You can follow her at Lindsay Baseball on Twitter or Instagram. Don't forget about our new sponsor, the Crazy Hernandez Brothers. If you're in the market for new flooring, shop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where every day is a deal. No gimmicks. Call 866-62-FLOOR, F-L-O-O-R, or go to hernandezwholesaleflooring.net. No sale beats wholesale. Take it away, producer Lindsay.
Thanks, Christopher.
You know, I spoke to Steven Hernandez today from the Crazy Hernandez Brothers. You know, Beto, we're going to go to a Dodger game with Steven Hernandez.
Really?
They got it all hooked up at the Dodger games.
Really?
Yeah, they got great seats, like right down the third base line.
Beautiful.
Like good table right in front of them where you can have like cervezas.
Yeah, all those seats.
And some aguas calientes.
Hot water?
No, what's the what did I have today?
Aguas calientes. I have family there.
What do I have? What did I have today? The shrimp. What did I have today?
Aguachiles.
Not aguas calientes. What did I have?
Is that a casino?
Agua Caliente by DeAndre's house.
Right. Yeah.
And then Aguas Calientes where my cousin lives in the state of Mexico.
Okay.
You're getting there, Cappy.
What did I eat today?
Shrimp.
No, but come on. No, I don't want the white guy version. What was it called?
DeAndre?
What was it called?
Aguachiles.
Aguachiles. See, now I got aguas calientes.
You were close, Cap.
I was very close. Aguas chiles. All right, Lindsay Baseball, let's get into a little radio tender.
All right, so you guys don't travel as much as George Sedano, but I think you would probably find this interesting. And we'll have to ask George about it when he gets back. So United Airlines has a new check-in policy that they're starting June 1st. And they're following suit with a lot of airlines that made this change last month. And that is that you're now going to have to check in at least 45 minutes before a flight. Previously, all the domestic flights for most major airlines, it was 30 minutes. But now, United, Delta, American, they're all going 45 minutes. So that means if you pull up to the counter, anything closer than 45 minutes, you're probably not going to be able to check your bag. And they could also deny you
checking
boarding.
the bags.
No,
Okay.
it's checking in. Like you have to check in, and if you don't have a bag, obviously you could just do that on your phone. But if you have to do a counter at the check-in, a lot of people, like, if you need any, like, special assistance or anything like that, you have to go to the counter. If you have your pet with you, you have to go to the counter. If you have a bag to check, you have to go to the counter.
Yeah.
So anyone who requires counter assistance, like, you have to check in 45 minutes before your flight. Otherwise, they could deny you boarding. They could just be like, sorry, next flight, too late.
Wow. I thought it was always an hour.
It used to be 30 minutes.
I didn't even know that. I don't check bags. So I don't
See,
know.
like people like me and George, where it's like I'm going to get on that plane at the last minute
Yeah, I'm
humanly
getting there.
possible.
Yeah.
Like, especially when I have my dog with me, but I'll wait in like the boarding area and wait until they do like last call so I know I'm there. But I know George likes to cut it close sometimes. So
Well, he also has the status, and they let him in no matter what.
that's true.
You know what's annoying is when you're in the security line at the airport and there's that person that's running late. And they're like, I'm so sorry, excuse me, can I get through? I'm sorry, my flight's
No.
to take off. It's like, hey,
Get
bro,
out.
how about, hey, get here early, okay? Like my daughter in the last year has missed like 3 flights. She missed a wedding because she missed a flight. She recently
Which daughter? The old one?
Yeah, my oldest one, who's 23
No
years old.
excuse.
The other day, she was flying back to Boise. I go, girl, you're getting to the airport 2 hours early. No excuse. And then you know what happened, Beto? She was driving down the freeway, and the freeway was closed in both directions because there was a high-speed chase. And so then she had to call the airlines in the car and go from like a 1 o'clock flight to like an 8 o'clock flight because there was no way to get to the airport.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, I'll give you this one. This one was out of your control. But honestly, I know I used to be the same way. I'll get to the airport an hour before. I'll get through security. I'll walk right in when they're boarding. Not anymore. I'm like my parents now. If my parents have a 5 o'clock flight, they're like, you can take us to the airport at 7 o'clock in the morning. That's fine. We'll stay in the
Why?
airport all
Is that
day.
just something that like happens with old age or what? Not
Yeah.
that you're old.
You
but
just don't want to be late. You don't want to take the
You wanna
chance
be
of missing
comfortable when you're
flights.
old.
I also don't want to deal with the stress.
I see. I have clear and
Yeah, simple as
TSA
that.
pre-check. So like when you have those two things combined,
good.
you can pretty much just walk through security.
I just told somebody the other day, if you don't have TSA, I'm not traveling with you.
Yeah, well,
Simple
you know
as
that if you have TSA pre-check, you can actually bring one person if you guys are booked on the same flight. Like if you book your flights together,
Oh,
you
really?
could bring a guest with
Even
you.
then, though, no. Get your own damn TSA. Like, you're an adult. How hard is it to apply for TSA?
Well, you could be someone like Cap who got banned from it for a little bit.
Well, I
That's a
did get
different
banned.
story.
I
That's
got
in-
banned.
But
It's
he's
true.
unbanned.
But he can still get clear, right?
He's
I'm
legit
unbanned.
now.
I'm
He's
unbanned.
legit.
But whatever it is,
the
like-
Department of Homeland Security now acknowledges my TSA.
He's
Oh,
now
yeah.
cleared.
my
I've
no
left-
traveler number and the whole thing.
You know, when you come back from Mexico or international and
Yeah.
you have to go through customs,
Yep.
right? I've left people at LAX that didn't have global entry. I'm like, bro, how am I going to go? I'm like, sorry, my ride's here.
Yeah.
It's a 2-hour wait for you to come through for global entry.
Yeah, you got to have global entry.
I have 2
Yeah.
minutes. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And I have no problem.
But I
leaving
lost my global entry when I came
Oh,
back. I
that's-
came back from Mexico. I was walking across the CBX border down in Chula Vista in
Yeah.
Otay, and they took it. They took my global entry. That's when my TSA got suspended.
Oh, that-
took
because
me,
you were in the system,
Took
bro.
me so many months to get it back.
We heard of the
Oh
show.
my God, the judge's ruling. It was a whole
Cat,
thing.
We've heard
All right,
it all.
I know.
Coach, he's got the next one.
It's a hard thing, man.
I'll travel with you now, baby.
Thank you,
Get some
brother.
aguachiles and Aguascalientes.
Yeah, I want to go to some Aguas Calientes.
All right, guys. Monday, I went to go get some ramen from a restaurant. I went to go pick it up or whatever. And I ordered it online.
Or whatever.
I ordered it online or whatever. Yeah, ordered it online or whatever. Shut up. I ordered online, and they asked me to pay for a tip. So I tipped them, like I think I tipped them $7. It was like a $70 whatever, and I didn't. I'm not asking
It was a
for them-
$70 whatever.
a
You
s-
tipped them $7.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So they asked you for a tip ahead of time. All right.
Yes, they asked me for a tip ahead of time. I get over there, I pick it up, and then he asked me to sign, the bill or whatever, and then he asked me for another tip on top of the tip that I gave him.
What'd he say?
I
He said,
just-
hey, is this all you're going to give me?
Well, no, I'm just saying though, the guy gave me the bill,
Presented
and
you
he's
the
like looking
thing.
at me if
Yeah.
I'm going to give him another tip, and I didn't give him another tip. I just said no, and I left. I just signed it. I signed the bill. So what
tired of
happens?
everybody needing
What
a tip.
happens when you guys go to these places? You guys order online. You give them a tip, and you go to the place, sign for the bill, and they ask for another tip. What do, Beto?
You know what Beto does.
Ooh. What do you think I do?
Not tip.
Damn right I don't.
Yeah.
That is awful. Because I go to so many different places. I have my rules. Restaurants, Funches, and DeAndre, no. Bartenders, I take care of you. I go
Oh,
above,
yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
go above and beyond. For service, you're bringing me. And I don't care if I sound like a jerk. If I ordered it online and I'm walking in to pick it up, what up, Coffee Bean and Starbucks, I'm not leaving you another tip because I'm doing the work here. When I order food, I'm going there, picking it up. When you go to McDonald's and you go through the drive-thru, do you tip? Do you?
I do not.
So isn't it the same thing when you go inside and pick up your food?
It is.
So no.
That's a good question. How come they don't have like McDonald's drive-thru is no different than the Starbucks one when you order like a sandwich and a coffee.
Exactly.
There's no
Exactly.
spot to tip at
Now,
McDonald's.
You know, one of the culprits downstairs right here at this spot. They try to get you all
Which
the time.
one? The
downstairs, right here.
The Starbucks?
No, downstairs, downstairs.
The house over there.
Okay.
Anyways, they always try to get you.
they always get you.
And it's like, wait a minute, you didn't do anything above and beyond. Usually you have a terrible attitude. Your food isn't there waiting for me, but we're stuck here because it's in that one spot. But if it's a place where they're good, I go above and beyond and I take care of them. Well, I take care of my barber. I take care of my bartender. I take care of the guy that details my car. I take care of those people above and beyond. But like normal day-to-day stuff, nah, man.
Well, I told you
Shout
a
out to
story.
the people at Mastro's, especially the Mater D that took care of us.
Shout out, baby.
Remember, Funchy, we got the seafood
Oh,
tower?
yeah, we did.
Oh, yeah.
Seafood tower, baby.
You went, DeAndre, right? Seafood tower?
I did not.
Oh,
He didn't come.
You know, it's funny. Tipping. I was across the street here from LA Live, and in LA Live at the JW Marriott. Now, they have an Illy, which is like a coffee shop, right?
Yeah.
And I've told the story, but I ordered a pre-made salad, so it was in a refrigerator, and the girl took it out and handed it to me. And when she turned the iPad around, the tip options were the tip options 22%. 25%
No.
or 30%.
No.
And I'm like, you're not even giving me the option of only doing 20% or maybe 15.
What happened to 15?
Right, like all
10?
you did was
What
take
happened to
out
a
a
buck?
pre-made salad and hand it to me.
And why is Ron the Caddy tipping it in the
I saw
YouTube
that. I
chat?
saw
Ron the Caddy is now
tipped
tipping in the
$5.
YouTube chat. He gave you
Speaking of
$5.
a cheap guy who doesn't tip, that dude at the bar, cheap guy.
But isn't
Really?
he trust fund?
Yeah, that's why he's rich.
Oh my God.
Wait, I have a question though, as far as the tipping at like Starbucks and stuff goes. So when I order, like a lot of times I'll order like a drink in the app ahead of time,
Yeah.
and I'll get one for like me and another person, and I always tip like $1 or $2 or $3 because I feel like if you do that when you pre-order it, then you make sure it's ready, and it's like they do it quicker. Like if you tip ahead of time, same with like DoorDash and stuff. I used to not tip until they got there, but then I found out that they will like go quicker if you tip ahead of time. So now I will tip more to get something done quicker and better. Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah, if it's a complicated order, yeah, but my coffee, I order it black. Like
Okay.
it's real simple.
I'll tell you
Well,
something.
that's different. You don't order that ahead of time in the app.
Yeah, you do. And pick it
Just
up.
a black coffee?
Black coffee, and then you walk in and pick it up.
Just the other day, I ordered from what's the Instacart, right?
Yeah.
So I ordered from Instacart. I'm doing all my grocery shopping on Instacart. They wind up telling me the grocery bill was, let's just say it was $200, right? So I tipped in advance, and I tipped whatever, like 20% of $200. It's like $40 for a tip. You know, it's like a lot.
Yeah.
But I figure, you know what? I'll tip the person. They'll make it fast. They'll do a good job. They'll get me my stuff.
But I like it when the tip's included and you already know.
Yeah.
Boom, no problem.
When the stuff arrived, there's like 7 different items missing. And I'm like, what the hell, man?
Was it a guy?
I don't know if it was a guy or a girl because they just dropped it off. So, but I will say this about Instacart. I went onto the app and I said, hey, there were a bunch of items that were missing. Oh, really? Which ones were they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they right away bought back like $40 on my card.
Yeah. Boom.
What
I think
happened
that's
to
probably a problem.
Japan, they don't tip.
Yeah, what happened to tipping after the service is done?
Thank you,
Well,
Funchy.
that's what I used to do.
Yeah,
and
like
then
what happened to that?
He's right. 'cause,
Why
like,
am I
you-
tipping before?
Especially with like DoorDash and Uber Eats and stuff, I used to wait until
So
after
I have
because
to
I thought
bribe
you were
you to do
supposed
your job.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. And now there's like all these people that started going viral because remember there's this one lady who tipped $0 and then the lady came to deliver her food and the person who ordered it, the customer handed her cash and she goes, no, you could keep that. And she's like, why? And she's like, because you didn't tip on the app. And she's like, yeah, I don't tip on the app because it takes taxes out. I'm a server. Here's $20. And she goes, no, you keep that.
Oh, wow.
And so the
I'd rather
girl
give
thought
you
she
cash.
like
Same.
wasn't
I always
tipping
think
her.
I always think like a lot of times if I'm at a restaurant and the bill comes, I will not tip and then I'll give cash because I
Yeah.
figure
Right.
that goes right in
Me
my
too.
pocket. Like today, I'll just tell you this. Today at that Grand Central Market, the girl who gave me my chicken quesadilla, please, that girl, she gave me the plate, which was really nice. And it was like, I think it was $12 or $13, something
She
like
had
that.
great customer service,
She was
though.
great. So then I said, oh, can I also get a bottle of water? So then she comes over and she goes, oh, it's $2. So I'm holding like $7 in cash. And I go, don't you have a tip jar? And she no. And I'm like, here. I gave her $5. And she was like almost surprised that anybody tipped her.
But she was super nice. Remember, she invited you over right away.
Yes.
No problem. Bugatti, the man who's making your shirts.
Yeah.
Listening right now. In Japan, we were there for the Dodger series. No tipping. They get offended.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's like not part of the culture there.
Muchas gracias, Bugatti.
Oh, yeah. We got to talk about the shirts.
Yeah, we do.
Cappy merch coming.
Right. Okay. Any last one?
Yeah, that was a
for Radio
decent
Tender?
Ireland topic. All right. Very nice.
Anything else? No, I guess
That
not.
is all.
We're done
But
with
you
radio.
can tell us about Molson Coors, Cappy.
Oh, I love them.
I would love to.
Hell yeah.
Because like Beto says, he likes to tip his bartender. Hey, listen, is it me or does Memorial Day sort of indicate to everybody summertime is here in Southern California? Okay. DeAndre, how hot is it out in the desert right now?
About 95.
Yeah, so it's 95 in the desert, and it's now into the 70s at the beaches. Summertime is here. And I said this to you last week. It's Memorial Day weekend. You're going to be hitting the beach, and I guarantee you up and down the entire Southern California coast, you're going to see a plane that's going to be flying a sign behind it that says Coors Light, choose chill. And they were everywhere. So look, The days are staying out longer because the sun is out till almost 8 o'clock at night. Your favorite teams are still playing. Whether you're out hitting the beach or going on your favorite hikes, whatever it is you're doing, supporting your teams, the one thing that brings it all together is enjoying an icy cold Coors Light with your great friends. So here's what you can do. You can pick up Coors Light near you. You can stop at any convenience store, grocery store, whatever. Or, just like we're talking about, you can have it delivered to the crib. You hear the way I said that? That sounded very natural, didn't it?
It did,
right?
yes.
Right? All you have to do is visit CAChooseChill.com. That's CAChooseChill.com to learn more. Icy cold Coors Light, the official beverage of summer. I'm naming it that right now. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly. Cheers with an icy cold Coors Light.
Hey guys, double down with me in my first ever $10,000 blackjack tournament. It's going to happen on June 6th at the Bicycle Casino. You know it, the Park West Bicycle Casino, 888 Bicycle Casino Drive in Bell Gardens. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a live broadcast from 3 to 6. But when you walk in, I want you to say, double down with Cappy. You go to the Players Reward Desk and you get your free entry into the tournament, which is going to start at 7 o'clock that night. Remember, it's June 6th. Double down with Cappy is going to get you a free entry into the tournament, which you're going to need to get because I'm telling you, this thing's going to fill up real fast. Live radio, real cards, big prizes, very limited seats. So lock yours in now. RSVP for more information for all the details on the tournament at ESPNLA.com.
Pacific Palms Resort, LA's Hilltop Hideaway and #1 work and play resort, provides opportunities for all travelers and locals. Enjoy restful accommodation, dine in the Red Restaurant with an expansive outside patio, or pamper yourself and relax at the spa. Hit the links at one of their 2 championship courses, the Babe and the Ike. Pacific Palms Resort is the perfect choice for a Los Angeles venue for your business meetings, weddings, and big events. Enjoy a beautiful staycation or family holiday at their Hilltop property. Book your stay at LA's #1 work and play resort today at PacificPalmsResort.com.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield.
Hey, it's Travis. Join us Friday, May 30th from 9 a.m. to noon at Legends Attic in Claremont as we celebrate their 1-year anniversary and kick off the Freddie Freeman World Series Game 1 Walk-Off Grand Slam Ball Tour. Plus, Oral Hershiser hosting special guests, Dodgers voice Joe Davis, Steve Sachs, Rick Monday, Jaime Harin, Peter O'Malley, and more. Giveaways in the amazing art of Dave Hobrick. Purchase your tickets for meet and greets at legendsattic.com. We'll see you Friday, May 30th at Legends Attic in Claremont.
Yeah. What you know about this song, DeAndre?
Good song right here. Good song.
You like this song, huh?
Don't you know this?
That's a good song.
Yeah, you like it.
You don't have to lie to them. How you know the song?
Hey, by the way, before it turns 5
Shut up.
o'clock, Cappy, can you tell them about the blackjack tournament?
I would love to. Hey, the blackjack tournament is happening on June 6th. What are you laughing at?
Shut up.
June 6th. It's next Friday. It is the first ever Cappy Blackjack Tournament, and it is happening at the Park West Bicycle Casino in the city of Bell Gardens. And by the way, I have been told, and I don't want to tell you who told me this, but I have been told that everybody has moved to the bike, that all the serious card players, all the people who really, really play, they've all moved to the bike. So come on out. It's going to be a party. You know that. RSVP now at ESPNLA.com. There's a picture of me holding a whole bunch of cash. By the way, Beto, did you see the way they kind of changed the point to me holding money? I don't know.
I like how they changed the entire angle.
Yeah, I don't know who did it, but somebody pulled it off, probably Carlo. If you go to ESPNLA.com, you can click the picture of me with cash, and you can jump into our first ever blackjack tournament. Go to ESPNLA.com right now. $10,000 purse, meaning the winner's got $5,000 worth of chips. Second place has $3,000 worth of chips, and third place has $2,000 worth of chips. Beto, are you a blackjack player?
Shut up.
Oh, yes, Cappy. This is why that's going to be dangerous, because I want to leave after the show, but I'm not, because I'm staying.
You're staying for the tournament,
Well,
Beto.
I have something to do later that night.
What do you got to do?
Got some things to do. Got to take care of the thing, man. You know that thing. Got to take care of
He's
that
got
thing.
a date.
You mean you got a thing?
First of all, you should know better than that. How dare you?
Okay, let's say you
You
got
ain't
an
got no date?
appointment.
Humberto don't date.
You have an
Humberto
appointment.
no dating?
Humberto don't date, bro.
No?
Not like Ron the Caddy who's going on a date tonight. Suppose we do.
Ron
Right?
the
We
Caddy,
don't-
can I ask
Shut
you a
up.
quick question? Ron the Caddy
It
in
should
our
be
YouTube
banned.
chat gave a $5 tip, which is
Dummy.
very generous.
Don't do that.
But here's what I don't understand.
It's going to Morales.
Later on, now Hugh put in number 2, a crown with a number 2, and a whole bunch of other people now have a crown with number. What does that mean?
I don't.
Number 3, who's getting the money on the tip?
Morales. You guys are
No,
giving
Carlo's
Morales
getting
money.
it. Or Reese. Give it to Reese.
No, keep it
And
in your
Jonathan
pocket.
back there.
Keep it there and support our advertisers.
Okay.
How about you do
Hell
that?
yeah.
No.
Tip
I
your
think,
bartenders.
I think you should split it to whoever's running the stream.
Beto, I notice you have just put on a very, very sharp-looking hoodie that says Mexico on it.
Yeah, wear
Very
a lot.
sharp-looking.
I want one.
Yeah, me too.
No,
I would love
it's
to
from-
I
rock
want
that.
one like Laura was wearing today.
Yeah,
Oh, she
Laura.
had the Mexico soccer jersey.
Yeah,
And the hat.
The
And the
hat.
hat to go with
Yeah,
it.
Well, that's
Yeah.
nice.
That's the new jersey. I can't, but it's Adidas. I don't wear Adidas.
Oh, really?
Nah. This is from the City de Caribe last year. I think it was in Florida last year. It's just a Mexico baseball hoodie.
Okay, it looks really cool.
Yeah, it's very nice. Great material. We could do this material
Oh, see,
for
I
the
like
Cappy
the
Cast.
champion sweatshirts. Those are hot.
Yeah, we could do this for the Cappy Cast,
Yeah, I
too.
need those.
Don't worry, I got you.
I need
got
those.
Anything you need, Bugatti's got you,
Dude,
bro.
Bugatti's the man.
SOA Marketing, we got you, Cappy. But no, it just got cold in here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess I should get my
And your
sweatshirt.
eyes are red as could
Are
be.
they? Well, they
Oh,
were.
my.
Well, these lights, man. I can't take it in here.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you right,
Yes.
I use this product that whitens your eyes like that, snap of a finger.
Visine?
No, not Visine. Oh, Visine makes your eyes redder. Oh, yeah, Visine bad for your eyes.
Shut up.
No, it's true. No, it's true. I'll show you the stuff I use. It's got a little purple cap on it. I'll get it. I'll show you, dude. It'll whiten my eyes up in 2
Visine?
seconds. No, Visine bad.
Literally just said Visine.
Visine
what,
bad.
what are you
No,
doing?
I'm like, well, I don't know what the hell Visine is. Yeah.
You don't know what Visine
No,
was a question.
I don't do.
You don't
You
do
don't
eye
know what
drops?
Visine is?
Nah, man, I don't do eye drops.
If he doesn't do drops, then he doesn't know. Yeah.
I don't need to do.
He
I don't
doesn't
know
do drops. He doesn't do Visine. He doesn't mess with that stuff.
I'll tell you this. I just saw a video of me dancing earlier in today's show because I was trying to do my LeBron dance because my knees are both fine. My visceral fat is looking really bad right now.
That's why I put on the hoodie.
But I will tell you this. You know who's not looking fat? Who's looking very svelte right about now? All those pictures of Luka that are, flying all over the internet.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What do you think? Does he look like he's been getting himself into shape? Does he look like he's getting ready to
Absolutely.
show everybody what he's all about?
What if it was AI? I feel like that's a conspiracy theory that you'd be happy
Nah,
to
it's,
float.
it's definitely not AI. There's videos around them
Multiple
walking
videos.
around Madrid.
I'm just saying, Cappy would probably be happy to indulge in such a theory.
Not when it comes to Luka. I
Okay.
mean, I want to believe that Luka is going to get himself into world-class shape and that Luka's
Wasn't
going.
he hurt beginning of the season, DeAndre? Wasn't he out for a while?
I mean,
He
he did
was
miss
out
a
for a
lot of
while,
times.
Yeah, he missed like
Yeah.
2 months, didn't he?
Cap injury.
Yeah,
Right,
cap
after
injury.
Christmas,
which
right?
means you can't run, right? You can't burn the cardio, right? You can't burn those calories. So, yeah, he's got himself into playing shape during the season. Unfortunately, ended soon. Now he's still working out, off-season workout. He's doing what we want, and we're dissecting every deal about it.
Oh, listen, when you're that big of a superstar, I mean, if you're playing in Dallas, you're a star, but if you're playing for the Lakers, you're an international superstar. And so when he's been sort of not seen or heard from for a couple of weeks, while LeBron was nursing that knee injury and then dancing at the graduation, it looks like Luka was doing the work, getting skinny, looking lean.
Wow, you just had to get the LeBron in there, right? You just had
It's
to
just-
get.
it's just-
While LeBron was
Skinny
dancing,
Luka, yeah.
Luka's working. Do you even know what he was doing?
Who, Luka?
Yeah, what was he doing?
He was working out.
How do you know? Maybe he just changed his diet.
Oh, yeah, that's
Maybe
right.
he just
That's
cut off all sodium and salt.
F sodium. And by the way,
And F45.
the diet is about 75%, which is why I'm still fat. Work out every day.
What'd you have today?
Put in the workout,
What'd
but
you
I
have?
had that chicken quesadilla.
And aguachiles.
No, aguachile is good because it's just raw
Aguachiles
shrimp.
es muy bien.
There was nothing there.
Es muy
Raw
bien.
shrimp with aguacate.
Sí.
You know, I know someone who ate really bad, poorly, and then also drank pop, and he stopped drinking pop, and in like a month he lost like 50 pounds.
Pop soda. Yeah, pop. It's Midwestern talk
Yeah,
for you.
see, and he lost like 50 pounds. He still ate the same way, but he just stopped drinking pop, and all of a sudden he lost a lot of weight.
Soda.
Yeah, soda.
You're in LA. It's soda.
Soda, girl.
It's a
whatever.
freeway, not a highway.
Whatever.
The 405, not 405.
Fight on. 71 North.
All right, stick around because here comes Christopher Arthur Morales.
By the way, my mother sent me a text yesterday. She's really pissed that you did that.
Did what?
Because my sponsor mentioned it on Saturday, that he knew my middle name was Arthur, and I'm like, no, it's not. He's like, yeah, I heard that on the radio. And she's pissed at you now.
She's mad at me?
And you know she already loves Sedano more than you.
Mama Morales is mad at me.
He's coming in already.
Coming in
20
hot.
seconds
Mama
in,
Morales
already
is mad at
trying
me.
to divide her. Stay strong, hermano. Stay strong.
Right.
Just saying.
Does she prefer that I call you by your real middle name, Arturo?
Julio.
See, that's actually worse. And there's already a lot of buzz about Arturo types around the building today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So,
Okay.
You know.
Well, stick around because...
That's why we got Project Suffocate.
What is that?
I'll tell you later.
Okay. Morales is in.
He's bringing it.
30 minutes to go on the radio, then 30 minutes for a YouTube exclusive. We'll get to all of it coming up. This is Sedano and Kap on 710 ESPN.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Hey, Southern California, I'm Ty Pennington, the home guy. Teaming up with Pechanga Resort Casino to give away a brand new house. Imagine yourself in a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home in incredible Temecula, California. All you need to do is play your favorite slots or table games at Pechanga Resort Casino. The more you play, the more entries you earn. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for complete details on Home Sweet Win.
Rules and conditions apply. Go to Pechanga.com for more details.
USC football is more than a game. It's tradition, pride, and unforgettable Saturdays in the Coliseum. Be there for every kickoff, every touchdown, and every unforgettable moment this season. Secure your football season tickets today and lock in the best seats. Exclusive.
Hey, it's Travis. Join us Friday, May 30th from 9 a.m. to noon at Legends Attic in Claremont as we celebrate their 1-year anniversary and kick off the Freddie Freeman World Series Game 1 Walk-Off Grand Slam Ball Tour. Plus, Oral Hershiser hosting special guests, Dodgers voice Joe Davis, Steve Sachs, Rick Monday, Jaime Harin, Peter O'Malley, and more. Giveaways in the amazing art of Dave Hobrick. Purchase your tickets for meet and greets at legendsattic.com. We'll see you Friday, May 30th at Legends Attic in Claremont. Sachs, Rick Monday, Jaime Harin, Peter O'Malley, and more. Giveaways in the amazing art of Dave Hobrick. Purchase your tickets for meet and greets at legendsattic.com. We'll see you Friday, May 30th at Legends Attic in Claremont.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A good karma brands radio station. This is the city, Los Angeles, California. It's 5 p.m. in the Southland. Turn it up, man. Time to blow that 5 o'clock whistle with Sedano and Cappy.
That's right, it's the 5 o'clock hour on Sedano and Kap. And it's time for 30 minutes non-stop.
Sedano and Kap on 710 ESPN.
With fun and frivolity, tomfoolery and hijinks, and Cappy doing his thing. Thanks to our friends at Real Father's Rights. Real Father's Rights, the father's rights attorney.
Visit rfr710.com or call 833-ESPN-710.
Let's do it, 5 o'clock in the Southland.
30 minutes of non-stop Sedano and Kap starts now.
You ready for this? And time for the Real Father's Rights 5 o'clock hour on 710 ESPN. Let's do it, Jack!
Bing, ba-dum-bum, yeah. Bing, da-da-bop, ba-da-bop, tick-a-ding, da-dum-bum, snap. Boom, bing-dum-bum,
go, Kap.
da-da, tick-a-ding, da-dum-bum.
And the song, Kap.
Boom, bing-dum-bum, ba-da-bop, tick-a-ding, da-dum-bum. Here we go, 5 o'clock hour on Sedano and Kap. Beto is in for Sedano. And now, as promised, Christopher Morales.
You could say the Arthur.
Oh, my.
You could say the Arthur because I think it rhymes nicely.
Christopher Arthur Morales.
Because you started with Bergman.
Arturo.
No, I don't like the Arturo.
Why not? What's wrong with Arturo?
I like the Arthur.
Okay. Christopher Arthur Morales is in the studio.
Yeah.
How are you today, sir?
I realize we've been teasing 5 o'clock, but we can't do this story until 5:30. I think.
Nah, we can't do it. It has to wait until YouTube.
I watched the video we made last night too during it.
Oh my God, I have not seen this.
It's one for the ages.
Beto?
You better deliver, man. Because the way you teased it this morning, tagging everybody on Instagram, the promos
Did you
on
not
the
want?
station.
Did you not want to be tagged?
No, I'm just saying, the way that you built this up, you better deliver.
I'm never worried about not delivering.
I don't know, because the stuff that you guys have done over the years, you two, has been pretty damn good.
Well, I
And to
appreciate
top
that, but I think this is a new high, but it's a new low.
It is a new low.
Oh, it's one of those?
It's so bad.
Oh, because
It's
we said
really
it's a
bad.
new something we've never done. I'm
Well,
thinking
this
it's-
is true.
But it's a new low.
Yeah.
Ah, then you're gonna deliver.
It is a low. It is definitely a low, Beto. And honestly,
because you two left here yesterday.
But you left us.
Damn right I did. I see
Get
my
out.
way out. No. Like I've told my kid, if you see a fight right now, especially in this day and age, you go the other way.
Cappy can't fight. What's he gonna do? Slap me?
But there's always innocent victims. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't want to be an innocent victim here. I didn't want to be friendly fire.
If I ever had to fight Morales, you know what my tactic
you'd
would
get
be?
him. You'd get him.
You know what my tactic
The
would be? Though?
karate?
Well, I would hit him with a ha ha. I would give him a little karate.
Kramer's doing it, bro.
Pero, I will tell you this.
Beto or Beto?
Pero.
Oh, like butt.
Like butt.
Oh, I thought you were going Beto. And
No,
you couldn't
no.
say my name.
No. Beto, I would give him one of these ha ha. But I would love to the sides of his beard. I'd love to stick my fingers in there and
You
just,
can right now.
just
Come
yank
over.
on him, man.
Oh, you guys are starting early.
You want to do it right
Just-
now?
I mean, it's like let me take a look at
Wait
this.
till 5:30.
I need to get
Yeah,
trimmed.
maybe 5:30.
I'm gonna get trimmed tomorrow or Friday.
Oh,
for
really?
My barber. Yeah.
little trimming.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well,
We'll
they already-
shape it up.
They already shaped
Yeah.
his body. I mean,
Well,
Well, my barber didn't do that, but a lot of specialists did.
so
I got a badass barber, Cassandra, in the city of Orange.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was in your hood the other day.
Why didn't you hit me up?
Oh, because you almost died, so I figured you're probably on a deathbed again.
No.
I went to Old Town Orange.
So why didn't you hit me up? I go to Old Town Orange all the time.
I was there. I went to Café Zocalo.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Café
spot.
Zocalo.
Yeah, great spot. Met the owner. Fantastic.
I can't go there anymore, but there's a great cigar shop in Old Town Orange.
Why
too.
can't, oh, you can't go there because
I
of the
was there.
cigars.
Yeah, I don't smoke cigars.
There's a guy walking around with a duck named Goosey or a goose.
Oh, really?
A goose named Goosey.
Well, we know I like a nice duck butt. Tight like a duck butt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
We're not even on YouTube yet. But why didn't you hit me up, honestly?
I actually didn't think about it. You live in Anaheim, right?
I live more on the east part, right next to Orange.
Oh, I don't know. No, I just went
You've been to my house.
No, I never have.
Really?
No.
I thought you have.
No.
Oh.
I've only dropped you off at the train station or that Anaheim place.
Yeah, the
that's
Anaheim
the
train
train
station.
station.
That
Is that what it
big,
is?
beautiful shell that they've got
it's
there,
terrible.
multicolored.
OC Live is gonna be a spot though.
By
But
the
that's
way-
right there. That's the train
Yeah.
station.
I don't think it's called OC Live. I think it's called OC Vibe.
OC Vibe,
yeah.
yeah.
In their building.
Yeah.
Cap Funch is back here. He just goes, "That was the worst joke I've ever heard in my life."
Which
You can
one?
hear
I hear a
him
pen
drop.
drop. A duck butt. What is that?
I like a tight duck. A duck
Stop
ass.
it, Tris. Stop it. Stop it now, please. You're digging yourself a hole. Stop it.
I'm really worried about that, Funch.
But what are you talking about? Like, what is that phrase, duck butt or something?
Exactly.
Tight like
What
a duck's
is this?
butt.
No one has ever said that in the history of man.
I have. I did it a few weeks ago.
No, yeah, I do remember a couple weeks ago, and I was confused. Like, what's that all about? And then
Ducks have
George,
tight
Like that's
George
not an
explained
attractive
it.
butt, man.
No, George explained it that they pedal their
Serious?
feet.
No,
Yeah.
man. No. Stop it, y'all. Stop it, please.
Stop it, y'all?
Stop it.
Oh my
Please.
God, these guys are all hysterical.
I've never heard him with an opinion in years, and this is where we're going to draw the line?
Yes,
drawn the line on
yes.
duck
This is
butts.
it. Yeah, I am.
Wait, you guys, let me take you behind the curtain here. You know, we do this show every day, and Summer Funch just sits back here and he makes these comments, and I'm like, Funch, open up your mic and say that. Just say it. Just say it. And he's afraid to say stuff, and he needs to just say it more because
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
funny.
you should.
No one's ever said that before. Okay.
I'm sorry, man. I just had to say something, dude.
That's fine.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, man. Go in. Yeah, go. You guys talk what you guys were talking about. Shut Yeah, up. Go ahead. Shut up. Not here. I'm not here like I am always. Shut up. Get
Jeez,
out.
I think
Yeah,
this guy.
oh my gosh.
I think what happened to Funchy is. Funch,
What
tell me
was
if
in
I'm
that
wrong.
donut, bro?
Funch, yeah, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think you've had like a sugar high from the donut, and I think you're coming down from the donut,
He's
man.
feisty,
No,
bro. He's feisty.
The donut man.
What
there
was the donut?
Oh, you didn't hear about the donut
No.
today? Oh, I got to show you a picture of this thing.
Is that
So-
the one you got at Ground Central?
Yes.
So you realize that was your second time in that area today?
Yes, right
Oh.
across the street from the Angel Flight.
Right.
Yeah.
So what was in the donut?
So take a look here. I'm going to show you this
Strawberries.
picture right now.
Yeah, for the donut man.
Show that right there.
Oh my god.
That is a picture of the. Look at how the donut.
and you ate
guy-
that whole thing, Funch?
Yeah.
It was supposed
Like
to-
a sandwich.
it was supposed to
Like
be
a sandwich, man.
Do it, DeAndre.
Yeah, man. I ate the whole donut, man. Yeah.
Whatever, man. Whatever.
Like fun, you just
Can
killed
we
that
get him?
whole
A,
thing?
can we get him one of those donuts every day?
No, that's $7. No, I don't
It
like
was a
them that much.
$7 donut.
Yeah.
Who bought it?
I did.
Really?
Yeah.
Cappy
That-
gave you no money.
No.
Oh.
But it doesn't matter. Cappy's rich. He's good. Rich people are good. Cappy paid for the parking.
Well, not exactly.
Well, you tried.
I tried.
You didn't walk over there?
No,
No,
what
that's
happened
far,
is,
bro.
yeah, what
We
happened
walk
is,
over there every morning.
That's you get for exercise. No. We're in
So-
LA. We drive.
so Funchy and I, excuse me, so Beto and I
Duck butter.
got Funchy these donuts.
Shut up.
But Beto and I went over to this Grand Central Market, and we walked through the whole place. We did a couple laps till we finally decided what we were going to get to eat. And then on the way out, we decided we're going to get some donuts for everybody.
And
And
they were
that's
huge. So I'm thinking, oh, we could split this.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna eat the whole thing. And then skinny guy over there, of course.
and then Beto like busted out his
It's
card.
one donut, man. It's made for one
It's an
person.
$8 donut.
So what? It's made for
It had
one
13
It's
freaking,
one
strawberries.
donut. One donut's made for one person.
All right,
you
what-
don't split it in fours
What
or
about
whatever.
the tiger tail? Where's that at?
It's gone.
Did you see the tiger tail? Did you see the tiger
Hey, man,
tail?
No.
it's gone, man. It's gone, man. Yeah, man. It's gone, man.
Looked like a giant schwanz.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That's the reason we brought it too.
Yeah.
We brought that in. Like, oh, Chris will have a field day with this.
Did Funch eat that one?
Yep.
I didn't eat all of it. I mean, everyone here in the studio
Yeah,
had
why-
some.
We all
Chocolate
had a
twist.
piece.
Can we
Yeah.
lower his mic just a little? It's like distorting.
We all had a piece.
He's fired up. See all the sugar.
And yet today is
So
National Burger Day.
Did we take video of Funch eating the tiger bar? Or
No,
whatever?
he inhaled it. Nobody got anything.
Oh no, he was on video when he
Did
ate
you
the
use two
donut.
hands on it or just one hand?
He ate it like a sandwich.
I got one hand.
One
I'm
hand, but
Kawhi-
like the
I'm
other
I got
hand
Kawhi
behind-
Leonard hands, okay?
But like,
Oh,
one
right
hand
here.
just gripping it, or two like one in the bottom, or nothing.
I don't know, man. I just
I
picked
feel
it up.
like
and
he
did
ate it like a sandwich. You got this on replay, Reese?
Oh, Reese has got it on replay.
Oh,
I'm
we have it in the
asking.
studio.
I'm asking if we, because we had a camera on Funch and he was eating it like a sandwich.
He ate it during the show.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then
Oh, yeah.
and then George was like breaking down the game, and Funch just sitting there going,
Right, right. George's like, well, I think.
Be sure to cut that up from Wednesday
yeah.
just now, please.
He's like, I think SGA is going to have to do a lot of driving to there, and Funch's like, oh,
Yeah,
damn,
I
this-
mean,
this is good.
I think people want to know how the donut tastes more than SGA driving.
Well, SGA is going to drive no matter what, bro. He's going to be good. He'll have the donuts after the game.
Some
after
people
the
never had this donut before. That's why.
game. No, it's California. No, wait. The Donut Man.
Donut guy,
Man, yes.
Donut Man, yeah,
Original spot in Glendora.
right. But
Shout
they got,
out to Tracy Murray.
but that place was fire. Well, at least it looks.
By the way,
fire.
YouTube numbers are high right now, so I just want to say we will get to that shortly. We screwed up in our teasing. We teased 5 o'clock. It's like 5:30. We're gonna have to do it once we're on YouTube only.
Okay, now wait. Am I to understand that during the YouTube
Do
only,
we have video of the Tiger Bomb?
the Tiger
it was
Bomb?
the strawberry.
Well, Tiger
one.
Bomb's something they rub on you.
Tiger
Yeah.
Bomb.
Oh, yeah.
Right. You could throw
That feels
9
nice,
innings
too.
with that.
Oh yeah, you can.
But during the YouTube only, which is coming up at 5:30, am I to understand that Funch is going to get burgers because today is National Burger Day?
It is. Evan Cohen was talking about he's got all these rules because he doesn't eat red meat.
Uh-huh.
So he's got all these rules he was talking about this morning. It was quite underwhelming from him, frankly.
Yeah.
But
For a guy who doesn't eat red meat, to
Canty and
celebrate-
Smalls had better suggestions. But
Funchy, what kind of burgers? He said he ordered a few different ones, right?
Yes, we're going to order from downstairs like a peanut butter and jelly burger. And
Which,
also,
can I just say something about a peanut butter and jelly burger? People
that?
rave about those.
it's good.
And to me, that sounds terrible.
why does it sound terrible?
Because
They know what they're doing.
a burger,
Flavor
cheese,
profiles.
bacon, all this kind of stuff, and then peanut butter and is it strawberry jelly or grape jelly? Do we know?
I don't know.
Orange marmalade.
I think it's grape.
Okay,
Yeah, I think
'cause
it's great.
I
it
get
is
it.
grape?
I get it once a year during the Lakers season.
Okay.
Oh, you do?
Once because it just
Is
clogs.
it smooth or crunchy peanut butter?
It's smooth with bacon, and it just clogs the arteries for a couple months.
Oh, that's
It's
not good
worth
for
it.
Chris.
No,
this
my
guy-
arteries are clean. It's you who had the plaque on your arteries.
Yeah, it's true.
I had alcohol buzz.
It's grape jelly.
issues.
Grape jelly. Okay, so you got that one, which is the peanut butter and jelly burger. What else?
Also got a bison burger made from bison meat.
Buffalo bison?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, what other bison is there?
Yeah.
It's a baseball
There's
team.
a deer bison.
Wait, so bison is a
Buffalo
leaner
bison
meat? Is that
AAA
right?
team.
Is it leaner
Yes.
bison?
Very
I'm
lean.
Have you
assuming
had it?
so. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
supposed to be.
Yeah.
Would you know the difference between regular meat and bison meat?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would.
You would.
You've never had bison?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't think so. What other burger, Funchy? Do you
Well, I
have
heard it
turkey?
took me to Idaho. We wouldn't have that on the ranch up there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
We also have a black and blue burger, which is blue cheese and bacon.
Okay, that sounds delish.
I had a filet that once was black and blue, and it was very rich. Because
Okay.
the blue cheese is in there with the fat and the
Blue
grease.
cheese is bomb, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, a ribeye burger.
How many burgers you going to eat, Jack?
Why'd you buy 2 of them himself?
I mean, I could take it home, man.
I asked the chef to cut him in 4 so we can all
Cappy's
sample
not
him.
allowed to have them because he's driving me home and he's going to fall asleep and
Oh,
almost
we're
crash
not
the
walking
car.
afterwards?
We should walk
Oh, you want to walk
Yeah,
after?
let's walk afterwards.
We're gonna go walking?
Yeah, walk to the car and go home.
Okay.
Are you okay to do that?
Oh,
Because
I-
that means you're not going to get to South till like 11 o'clock, and Rachel's not going to be happy.
Oh, no, Rachel needs me to come back. We have plans tonight. We're going to do it.
Well, you're going to drop some heat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said we're going to do it tonight. What, Beto?
You're going to open up the windows like Mason wanted?
I mean, sometimes you got to schedule these things.
Oh, this is
Well, that's what Mace said they do.
Yeah,
they schedule.
and I don't schedule, but I called her and said, hey, listen, can we do it tonight? She said yes.
I don't ever want to get old.
How's that getting old?
You guys going to FaceTime DeAndre or no?
Oh, no.
There will be no answer.
Hey, you know the best is, Funch is always scared when I FaceTime him.
Oh, I would be too.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Beto,
You don't know what
Beto,
Beto's
what do you want right now, Beto? What do you want right now, Beto?
Because I'm usually with Ron the caddy
Oh, yeah.
or one of his fans that I run into. They're like, oh, we love Funch. And it's usually a girl like, oh, we love Funch. And I'm like, no, my wife will say something. No.
I'm not picking up because of that. No.
Oh, then why aren't you picking up?
Because it's you. If I see a Beto Duran FaceTime, I'm like, I don't need to pick it up. Like 99% of the time, I ought to pick it up.
I'm there with your fans.
One of my last drinking nights before, it got really bad and I got sick was with Ron the Caddy and Beto that night at the JW.
Oh, jeez.
And Ron the Caddy there should be a show just based on
I'm
Ron the
going to
Caddy.
do a podcast with him, a YouTube podcast with him. He doesn't.
YouTube only?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. 30 minutes is just going to let him riff. I got stickers made up. My Bugatti's making some stickers of Ron the Caddy.
Okay.
You want to see I got the mock-ups. I'll send
Okay,
them to you.
yes, let
We
me
got
see
the
them.
whole thing for Ron. And I'm going to make so much money off of this guy, and he's going to get zero. He's going to get absolutely zero.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you guys, since we're in commercial-free 30 minutes before we go into YouTube, can we, because during the YouTube, Chris has teased it all day long. We have a story to tell about what happened last night, which has taken our relationship to a new low. Probably won't shock the world, but then there's a
this one. Watching back the video, I was a little stunned at what we did last night.
Oh, you are?
I am.
Okay, I haven't seen the video. So can we play a little big deal or no deal?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do
Okay,
it.
let's go, Jack.
By the way, none of us have seen this video. correct?
I have not seen the video. I was a part of the
I
video,
don't
but not
even know,
visible
like,
in the video.
What I have no idea what you guys even are close to alluding to.
14 minutes away from us telling you.
You can't give us like a tease, like this is what, like nothing.
How about this? Our pants were down.
Ew.
Oh, no.
Ew.
No, you don't have to dump that, DeAndre.
Ew.
That's fine.
What?
Beto just took off
What?
his headphones. DeAndre,
I'm about to take my clothes off.
Just lit up. Funchy, do you have any commentary on what Chris just said?
I'm with it, man. I'm interested. Shut up.
I'm with it. I'm with
I'm
it.
with it, man. Yeah, man, I'm with it.
I'm with it.
I'm with
Whatever.
it.
Whatever. I'm with
Yeah.
it. I'm with it. Whatever.
Go shirtless too. I'm with it.
He's down and he's with it.
Yep.
Bunch, I dare you to do the rest of the show shirtless.
Ew.
Shut up.
Yeah, bone
No,
chest
no,
caved
no.
in. We don't need to see that.
Why are you
No.
knocking Funch's chest?
That
You
bird
think
chest.
that dude has a chest?
What is wrong with you, man? How do you know I don't have like an 8-pack of abs down here?
Show him.
What's that got to do with your
Show
chest?
him, dude.
No, it's-
Show him
Oh,
the
no, after
eight-pack.
that donut you ate, man, I don't know.
Yeah, really. You're bloated like a big-ass snake.
Skinny fat guy over there. Come on.
Oh, don't say that.
He is.
I am a skinny
That's what
fat
Ron
guy,
the
yeah.
Caddy
Bunch
says
is
about
so
me now.
skinny though. I said he could eat one of those donuts like every day and not gain a pound.
But he also works out hard in the morning.
I
too.
don't work out. I've been working out for like 6
I'm
weeks
trying to
already.
give you
That's
some kind of credit,
ridic.
guy.
Why don't you
Yeah.
work out now? What
I, did,
happened?
I
Season's over.
moved in, so I had to change gyms.
What
so I'm
a
not in the gym
lame
anymore.
excuse, bro. For a
What?
guy who's working out every day, you're like, hey, it's leg day.
Well, it was accountability text, right? You guys give up on that too?
Yeah, we did give up on
Oh, yeah,
that.
because Chris died.
No, that's DeMarco's fault.
Yeah,
it's
it's all
DeMarco's fault.
DeMarco's
Default.
all
Oh, 'cause
DeMarco's
he has a
fault.
show now.
No, it's mostly
I mean, you
because...
could kind of call it a show.
Oh, come on.
Wow.
Big deal or no deal time. Take
What
it away,
happened to-
present.
That is awful. What happened to the good vibrations today, Lindsay?
Oh yeah, wait, hang on.
Lindsay,
Yeah, but now I can't think of that song the same way after I watched that documentary you told me to watch. Lindsay told me to watch the Chaos Manson one.
Oh yeah,
And now
you're
I can't think of
right.
that song the same way.
Terry Melcher.
Because all I think about is Manson singing it.
Oh wow, I haven't seen that.
So it's weird. It's on Netflix. It's about like the madness behind his mind and like how he ended up being the way that he was, and it was basically because he got rejected from Hollywood.
And we might have had something to do with it, meaning the CIA.
Right. Oh yeah, that would definitely
which
with
wouldn't
the
shock
MK
me.
Ultra and like the dosing him thing.
Ron the Caddy is predicting in the live YouTube chat that we gave each other prostate exams last night, Chris.
How much would Ron the Caddy? Ron the Caddy would kill for me to give him a prostate exam.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know how to do such things, but I'm sure I could learn on YouTube, right?
for
Just
sure.
need some rubber gloves.
I guess 5:30 came earlier.
All right, Linz. what do we
Time for
got?
Big Deal or No Deal. Take it away, producer Lindsay.
Okay, I was going to ask you guys about the story of this viral Oregon guy who sailed from Oregon to Hawaii.
I thought you said Oregon.
Yeah, me too.
Oregon.
He plays the organ.
Oregon.
Okay.
Or Oregon? How do you...
No, I thought you said Oregon. Now I realize you said Oregon.
How do you
That's
say his
fine.
name? Asminger?
That's right. Assminger.
So this guy quit his job and he saved up some money and he bought a sailboat, not knowing how to sail, and he sailed to Hawaii because he was just like, bleep corporate America. And he arrived there over the weekend to much fanfare, like everybody in the, I think it was Honolulu area
Yeah.
where he... Oh, no, Waikiki Yacht Club.
Oh.
On Oahu, everybody welcomed him, and they had, like, boats and people out there welcoming him, gave him the lei and everything. So I wanted to ask you guys, like, obviously this is a big deal.
It is.
I think so.
Yeah, it's just
Sailing
kind of,
to Hawaii.
He quit his
with,
job.
on his own with his
yeah,
cat.
by himself, him and his cat.
not
Quit
that
his job,
impressive.
bought a sailboat, never sailed in his life, and just said, you know what? Bleep everybody.
No
I'm
place
gonna
for
go
a cat.
waters could
no
get-
place for a cat.
I
Listen to
think
me.
the waters get
Oh, yeah.
rough
No,
on the way
Frenchie.
from.
Forget the human. No
Listen.
place.
Yeah,
for
I'm
the
just
cat.
no place for the
Punchy,
cat.
you'll
Trust me
love
when I
this.
I'm
tell
worried
you.
about the cat.
I know a million people that have sailed by themselves to Hawaii. Listen to
you
me.
do?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Listen, let me tell you something right now. You want to impress me? I'll tell you what you do. Sail back to LA from Hawaii. You know why? Because to sail to LA, you first got to sail all the way up to like San Francisco. Then you got to work your way down because of the currents. I'm not impressed with the solo sailing from the West Coast down to Hawaii. I know a million people that have done
Look at
this by
DeAndre's
themselves.
face.
I think you're
I'll
confusing.
start bringing them on
I
one
think
by
you're-
one.
You're
Okay.
confusing
Do
that
it.
with Catalina.
No. I will bring them on one by one.
You realize it's a 6-hour flight from the West Coast to Hawaii.
Yeah, it took like three weeks for him to get there.
I'm telling you right now, sailing
no
to
idea
Hawaii.
how to sail.
Well, you know what? He learned the
By
hard
the way,
way.
One
Funchy,
name.
Funchy is
This
a
is
cat
an
lover.
interesting-
Steven Johnson.
Steven Johnson.
Yeah, he's great.
It's an
Little
interesting
Stevie?
stance
Little
to
Stevie.
take.
Oh,
Little Stevie
man, I
Johnson.
love Stevie.
Stevie J.
Yeah.
He did it himself.
From
no problem.
Santa Fe, Rancho Santa Fe.
Guy was
huh?
12 years old. He
Oh,
did it
my
by
God.
himself.
With one hand.
Give me a break.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead.
Wait, so Funchy, as a cat lover, pet lover, he had his cat with him on the boat, had like his own little cabin, and there were actually planes that airdropped him stuff, and like I think it was either Petco or one of the big pet companies, maybe Chewy, airdropped him.
Not
cat
your dog,
treats.
Chewy.
No, the company.
Okay.
They airdropped
Chewy,
him
yeah,
cat
Chewy
treats and cat food to make sure that his cat was
See,
all stocked
this is
up.
what I wonder about the cat. Where does the cat go? Because it needs a litter box.
Yeah, so you have a
He
litter
has
box in
one.
the boat,
Yeah.
and then you pour it out in the ocean.
Yeah.
It was a pretty big boat.
But for 3 weeks, you're going to have a lot of litter.
Well,
Not
he
that big of a
just-
problem. How did we find out about this, by the way? Like, how did all these planes and how did this go so
because
viral?
I mean, just like anything goes
No,
viral.
he started by
posted it on
complaining
Insta-
about his job.
Right, and it was
then
like
his
an
boss
Instagram
saw it.
post.
He worked out
yes.
like a tire place,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yes, and then he posted on Instagram, you know, bleep the world, I'm going to go sail, and like then he documented himself getting the boat ready and preparing it to sail over the course of like a month, and then when he was ready to go, he just started filming himself.
I have decided that I'm also going to be buying a boat. I'm going to live on it for 6 months and 1 day in Florida.
No chance.
Florida. I just looked at a boat today. You can buy a boat so much cheaper than you can buy a condo or a house.
Well, if you didn't have kids, you'd have a boat.
100%. $269,000 for a 2-bedroom, gorgeous vessel that can go anywhere you want, even to Hawaii. I'm going to live on a boat.
Would you name your boat? Would you name your boat?
His would be called the Schwanz.
Right. That's right. That's right. So anyway, so Linz, what's the big deal or no deal part of this?
Well, I mean, I said I think it's a big deal.
I think it's a big deal, too.
Yeah,
I know a million people
I
have
was
done
gonna
this.
ask if
I know 1,000 people have done it.
I just don't
What, a
understand
cat, though?
No, okay, you're right.
What a cat? You're not taking no cat
You
with
got
them.
me.
New game.
You got me.
Wait,
Bunch, I am
OKC's
thinking in
already
my
up
mind
11-10?
what's going on with the litter box here.
I thought it was a 5:30 game.
No, it is a 5:30 game.
Then why
Oh,
is
they're
it?
just showing like
Wait
a
a second,
replay,
we're-
Yeah, this
aren't
is
they?
highlights.
So,
Oh,
showing highlights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it's 11:10. You would think, you know.
Right.
Hey, now it's 84-57.
Oh, man, fast.
By the way, George's radio report it will be right after the starting lineup. So
Okay.
if we want to,
let's hear it. Yeah, let's hear
we'll
our
have to
boy.
check it out.
Okay.
But yeah, Funches. Now you've been wondering about the cat litter.
Game 5, Timberwolves Thunder. We'll bring it to you on 7:10 a.m. and the Listen Live tile. Actually, that's incorrect. The ESPN radio tile on the all-new ESPN LA app. We will continue after 5:30 with our story on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles and on the Listen Live tile on the ESPN LA app.
Nice.
Cap, this guy's got a lot of fans now. Like people
I
were
know.
like swarming the island, like taking selfies with him and stuff, and like donating to his GoFundMe. And like, hey, here's some money for food because he said he doesn't know what he's going to do next.
He's a good-looking dude, probably, right?
He's a decent-looking guy, yeah.
I saw
He's a handsome
him
man.
being interviewed by like Anderson Cooper.
Yeah.
I mean, he is just, this thing has gone completely wild, crazy viral.
He's probably going to be like a Dancing with the Stars or something.
I'll wait to.
Him and his cat.
Yeah, him and a cat. Yeah, Dancing with the Stars, something like that.
During the YouTube, I'll say what I really feel
About
this guy.
this freaking guy?
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
I don't see why everybody. Why are you upset?
I'm not upset. It's
You're just jealous you didn't think of it first.
No. It's just it's white guy doing it. Oh, let's praise him.
Did you just say white guy?
Yeah, white guy doing it. Let's praise him.
Definitely being praised because he's white, for
Yeah,
sure. I mean,
because
You
it's
guys
like-
really were doing this?
yeah, it's
Well, that's what I said. Wait till 5:30.
because he's a white guy.
Yeah, we're gonna praise him. You have a good job and you just quit to go. Oh, I'm not happy. Let me quit. Let me go sell my boat. Man, get out of here with that.
Really?
Yeah.
What if he wasn't a white guy?
What are you, Travis?
Well, I listened to the show.
Travis and Mark.
Exactly.
Oh, so you're the guy.
Exactly.
Good vibrations,
All I know
Lens.
is if I go home
wait,
and
hang
say,
on,
hey, if I go home and say I have a job and I'm not happy, let me go sell a boat to Hawaii, I'm going to get yelled at, mocked, ridiculed, told me how stupid
A
I am.
lot of people
What's
did
wrong
do
with
that
you?
to him at first
Yeah,
until
sure.
he completed the mission.
We're not going to get like all these corporate companies come on and say,
Actually,
hey,
I've
let's
seen his
drop
picture.
stuff.
I don't know. Is he? I don't know if he's completely white. I think he might
yeah,
be mixed.
You're right. Well, I'm looking into it right now as we speak.
What if
Googling
he's
the
like
guy.
that hockey player that you like so much?
Austin Matthews?
Right, who's
Half
like
Mexican.
who's like a quarter Mexican.
Half. His mom.
No,
His
no,
mom
his-
from Sonora.
No, but his
mom has had aguachiles.
See,
Sí.
pero his mom's mom is actually from Mexico.
No, his mom is from Sonora.
He's from
Hermosillo.
He's from Scottsdale.
He is. Right. Yeah. He's from Scottsdale. He grew up because his mom got the pilot.
What if my man here, the sailor, is a quarter Mexicano? Then what?
Then I'm really going to rip him.
Oh, you
Fool,
are?
do not quit the job. You know how hard it is to get a damn job in this economy? I know. I've been trying to get one for 10 years. And all of a sudden you're going to quit and leave? Nah.
Well, you can't have Sedano and I at every company to get you in, like we did here.
Nah, thanks, Amanda Brown.
No, she definitely she was part of the team that got you out the first time.
No, that was Mike Thompson.
No, there was a lot of people that had input on that.
Yeah, Bristol.
Hey, buddy.
Game 5, Timberwolves Thunder is
The
coming up
vibrations
next
are gone.
on 7:10 a.m. and on the all-new ESPN LA app, the ESPN radio tile. We will continue. We'll get Beto's real thoughts on this sailor guy on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles and on the app, the Listen Live tile. Also, Cappy and I will tell you about last night with our pants down. That's next.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Hey guys, double down with me in my first ever $10,000 blackjack tournament. It's going to happen on June 6th at the Bicycle Casino. You know it, the Park West Bicycle Casino, 888 Bicycle Casino Drive in Bell Gardens. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a live broadcast from 3 to 6. But when you walk in, I want you to say, double down with Cappy. You go to the Players Reward Desk and you get your free entry into the tournament, which is going to start at 7 o'clock that night. Remember, it's June 6th. Double down with Cappy is going to get you a free entry into the tournament, which you're going to need to get because I'm telling you, this thing's going to fill up real fast. Live radio, real cards, big prizes, very limited seats. So lock yours in now. RSVP for more information for all the details on the tournament at espnla.com.
Hey, it's Travis. Join us Friday, May 30th from 9 a.m. to noon at Legends Attic in Claremont as we celebrate their one-year anniversary and kick off the Freddie Freeman World Series Game 1 Walk-Off Grand Slam Ball Tour. Plus, Oral Hershiser hosting special guests, Dodgers voice Joe Davis, Steve Sachs, Rick Monday, Jaime Harin, Peter O'Malley, and more. Giveaways in the amazing art of Dave Obrecht. Purchase your tickets for meet and greets at legendsattic.com. We'll see you Friday, May 30th at Legends Attic in Claremont.
Time out today for 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/timeout.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Hey guys, what's up? It's George Sedano. Waiting is never fun. Usually nothing good happens when you wait. My friend Jacob in the law offices of Jacob and Ronnie want to make sure you don't wait after an accident. Immediately after an accident, before talking to the insurance company, call Jacob, man. Jacob and his team will do all the work, make all the phone calls, handle the paperwork, set up the doctor's appointments, whatever the case may be. And when you speak to the insurance company first, it's a big mistake. Because you know why? They may later use your words against you. However, Jacob and his team, they'll guide you through the process, get you the compensation you deserve, and you don't have to pay Jacob unless he wins. Nothing out of pocket. Free. Gratis. So if you're injured in an accident, the first name, the first thought, the first call should be Jacob. Jacob, Jacob, Jacob. The consultation is free. That's right. Free. I told you. Gratis. Don't wait. Call Jacob 24 hours a day at 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. Call him 844-24-JACOB or visit him online at calljacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Hey guys, have you checked out the all-new Park West Bicycle Casino? With a new owner, fresh renovations, and upgraded amenities, it's a whole new way to experience LA's premier table game casino. From poker, blackjack, ultimate Texas Hold'em, and Baccarat, they've got all the action for ESPN LA listeners. Brand new players who sign up for their Players Reward get $30 in match play. Just say, Cappy sent me to get $30 in match play. Park West Bicycle Casino.
Please gamble responsibly. Problemgambling.ca.gov. 1-800-GAMBLER. GEGR-001291. GEAR-001292. GEAR-001298. BSIS license number 1358.
I'm a savage. Yeah. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Yeah. Sassy, moody, nasty.
Remember during the pandemic, this was like a big TikTok.
Oh, go. Go, big boy. Yeah. Yeah. Look at those moves. What? Uh-oh. Here he comes. Oh, damn. Yeah. Yeah.
I thought you were going to grab my beard with both hands.
We are on YouTube only now.
And on the app, on the Listen Live tile. At ESPN Los Angeles on YouTube, the all-new ESPN LA app. Time for the YouTube-only portion of the show.
I'm going to say something to everybody who's watching right now or listening right now on YouTube. The reason we're doing this, as we learned yesterday, is called data collection. It is critical that you participate by getting in the live YouTube chat, clicking a thumbs up. We'll take a thumbs down. I mean, any of it works.
By the way, that was the number one hit back in 2020.
Thank you.
Megan Thee Stallion featuring Beyonce, Savage.
Also, commenting on our YouTube channel is also kind of a good thing to do. So, we're playing the YouTube game. Come play with us. By the way, who gets the tip from Ron the Caddy? Do you know that, Chris?
It goes into our ESPN LA account.
Oh, really?
Which tip are you talking about? I should have made that joke before I actually gave you facts.
Ron the Caddy sent us a $5 tip earlier.
That was like the other day when somebody tipped for me. Now, it didn't go to me. It goes to our ESPN LA account.
Got it. Okay.
Are we ready? Now, Producer D, you got the feather song? Let's hit that feather song, because it's story time at 5:31 in Los Angeles. Cappy, I'm going to let you lead the story of what happened last night. Now, the tension was thick as the show ended, and Beto stormed out, and he was going to hang with us.
Yeah, he was going to have dinner with us. He was going to go for a walk.
And he didn't do any of those things. He stormed out.
I thought we were going to hang out for a little bit, but no, I left.
But you left. You didn't say, hey, guys, are we good? Or are you going to hang out?
I didn't storm out.
Tommy Lamb texted me, are you okay?
Tommy Lamb said to me today, he goes, hey, is everything cool? I'm like, yeah, everything's great. Why? He goes, well, I heard what happened yesterday, and I don't know when something's a bit and when it's not a bit.
Sam Pine sent me a screenshot of a text he received during it this morning.
What did it say?
I can't get into that.
Who was it from?
It was from somebody that's part of this show, and I'll leave it at that.
Oh, wow. Lindsay, did you text Sam Pines?
She's not in the studio.
DeAndre, did you text Sam Pines?
I did not. No.
Funchy Lover, did you text Sam Pines?
Every day.
Okay.
Every day.
So it was from Funch. It was from the lover.
Okay.
No, but there was tension in here yesterday. I brought your box of merch, left it here, and then I left. Me, DeAndre, and Funch were like, ooh-wee.
Yeah, I didn't get to say goodbye to you.
We talked to DeAndre afterwards, and we're going to get to that because Cap really freaked him out last night.
Did I?
Yes. I said some stuff that should have freaked him out, and he was like, this is kind of okay. But then Cappy talked about some college stuff, and DeAndre got real freaked out.
Come on, DeAndre. What Chris said was 10 times worse than what I said.
But not really, because I woke up to that.
Yeah.
You consciously made an effort to partake in this, but that's later. First, let's talk about the story about what happened last night.
So here's what happened last night. We wind up sitting here after the show. Beto bounces. He's like, I'm out of here. There's too much tension. There's too much stress. I got to get out of here. Yeah. Beto leaves.
Lindsay also is gone. Like there was no sighting of Lindsay at all. By the way, Lindsay has just walked back into the studio. Lindsay, did you text Sam Pines this morning? Did you text Sam Pines?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, then we now know it's Sedano. Okay. All right. So.
It's actually a joke. He sent me a screenshot of a text, but it wasn't from Sedano.
Okay.
Because I don't want to start that bit.
Okay.
It was about what happened yesterday,
Uh-huh.
and then we spoke, and we're all good.
Okay. So we wind up, Beto, we hung out here at the radio station until what, about 7:30-ish?
Yeah.
Last night we were here.
Jeez.
Long post-show, post-mortem, a lot of conversation about what had happened
Kaplan
yesterday.
kind of teared up. He got teary-eyed.
I mean, it was emotional.
He apologized.
It was emotional. It was an emotional day. You know what I mean? So we leave, and we go down to the Lazy Freaking Dog.
Yeah.
And we go down.
Because, they make me a great salad there.
So
Yes, they do. They
Because
take
I
care
can't
of
have sodium. You've experienced the salad.
Great service there.
So he has a Cobb salad with no bacon and extra avocado and no dressing.
Beautiful.
And the girl who was the server, she's like, "Oh, I got it." She didn't write anything down. I was super impressed. She got the order right, no problem.
We had our Brussels sprout appetizer.
Which was delicious because they
Oh,
put
that
in
is
all
good
those
stuff.
capers. It's
Good
so
stuff.
salty.
Good
I don't have the capers. I just have the Brussels sprouts.
So much. So good. Then they have this really nice pea hummus. P as in
Yeah.
P-E-A.
Cappy
okay?
added to the bill by the pea hummus. but
Yes, that's right. So we get done having dinner. It was a very lovely dinner. I think everybody's kind of calmed down. Everybody's kind of breathing it out a little bit. And now Chris and I decide we're going to go for our walk around downtown LA. Chris,
Now,
by
I'm
the way,
still in cowboy boots. I have not changed shoes.
in cowboy. I'm wearing Air Force Ones, which are not exactly what I would call my most comfortable walking shoes. But
So I didn't think we were going far, but we ended up going quite far.
Yeah, we start walking around the streets of downtown LA, and we look in the bars, and Chris kind of looks around and he goes, "See that bar over there? Man, I got wasted in that place one time." And then we get to the next bar, and he's like, "Boy, I put one on that night there." And he just kind of goes bar to bar to bar.
But about
around
2
town.
miles in, that's how deep we were. And when we're 2 miles in to the walk, we're now far out. And I'm
Now
like,
you gotta
know,
come back 2 miles.
Yes.
Cap, I just ate that salad. You guys have stressed me out all day. A scraper is on the horizon.
So,
You guys
DeAndre,
love that term, man.
you're disgusted by this, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you guys love the scrape talk.
Well, so what happened is, now Chris-
Now we're about a mile out, and Cappy says to me,
as we're about to eat,
"Did you not understand the body language I was showing you?"
because I was trying to indicate through nonverbal communication, hey, it's time to turn around. Because, Beto, I had the Brussels sprouts. They were making me a little gassy, all right? And I had all that hummus, right? And my stomach was feeling it. I think the walk was like moving my intestines or something like that,
So now we're a mile out. And I'm like, okay, we'll be fine. And he's like, I said, do we need to, we really don't have a place to stop on the way. Do we just go to East Central first, go into our rooms, and then we'll go get our stuff from the station? He's like, yeah, that sounds fine. About a half a mile away, which again, this is about 7 minutes have elapsed. And he's like, listen, I think we got to try to find a spot on the way. And I said, there's really not. The Fig, the hotel
I
on the
thought
way,
about the Fig.
That's not really an option. I've been in that bathroom many times over the years. That's not really the option we need.
But a hotel bathroom is really the key.
So do we just try to get back to the station? And he says, yeah, that might have to be the play. So we keep walking at a brisker than normal pace.
Right. Now we've got a real good pace going.
And I'm joking around like, this scraper's here. Like, I'm half out.
Right.
And he's like, I don't know. I'm good.
I was holding on, but I didn't want to say anything. So we got to the corner of Olympic and Figueroa. And now the question is, do we go to the East Central where we're not checked in, or do we go back to LA Live and go back to the office?
Now I say to him, let's walk long ways down Olympic of the car wash, right? We're across the street. We'll get to that light. We'll go get we're going to go get our stuff and go back to the East Central. That's going to be what's most comfortable.
Right.
At that light, which is down on the side street.
Well, it's where the Courtyard by Marriott is, right across the street from LA Live.
Now something hits Cappy,
That's a
and
good
I look at
bathroom
him,
right there. Good bathroom.
Good
and
bathroom.
he's very sweaty, and he goes, I'm not going to make it. And he starts running into traffic. He's running into traffic. We do not have the signal. He's running full sprint. I'm like, Cappy, wait, I'm a heart patient. And
he's running like Ezel in Friday.
I finally catch him, and he's going full steam. He's like, I'll meet you up there. He goes into the building, runs past security. I'm trying to trail him. He's already up the elevator.
No. We got in the elevator together.
Oh, we did? Okay.
We got in the elevator together.
And he's shaking in the elevator.
And I'm sweating. I am sweating.
It's dripping off of him.
It's not because of the walk. It's because of what's brewing inside, right?
And he's like, this is coming now.
Right.
Now.
And I'm literally moments away from having to just let it go and deal with it, right? So the door opens from the elevator, and I sprinted, but I'm also kind of manipulating my body in a way to maybe try to move it around a little bit so it doesn't hurt so bad. I run full speed to the bathroom.
I hear him get into the bathroom, and I'm going at a brisk pace because it's coming for me too, but not like Cappy.
But you can't move the way.
Not like him.
No.
I can't run like that because that could bring heart issues. Plus, also, if I ran full speed, it's coming. It's out in the hallway. No doubt. And then we got a whole other issue.
Wait, that's usually the time they clean.
Yeah, but they're not going to clean. They're not going to clean us like that.
No, but you're bringing up a great point.
That usually
because
closed.
Here's what happened. So the bathroom is locked, and I have to use a key fob to get in.
Right.
And when I got in, whoever cleaned the bathroom, he or she had just done it. So the floors were clean, the cans were clean. It was like I'm willing to like put skin on seat. You know what I'm saying?
Let's take a timeout real quick from this story to go to George Sedano on the network.
Oh yeah,
Oklahoma City Thunder with a chance to reach the NBA Finals for the first time in 13 years. They went up to Minneapolis, got the road split after the Game 4 win Monday night, pushing the Timberwolves to the brink. Oklahoma City leading this best-of-7, 3-1. And PJ, it's really a chance for another milestone for this young team. They outlasted Denver. They were down twice in that series. They won a winner-take-all Game 7 here in round 2. And now, how do they handle prosperity?
Yeah, PJ, how do they handle
to
it?
get to the finals?
Yeah, and I think that's the challenge, Kesty. All that they aspire to do. First of all, it starts with
We're
winning
monitoring
an NBA
ESPN Radio here,
championship.
George's
So they've got to
pre-game
take care of the
sideline
Western
report.
Conference,
By the way, you can hear the broadcast on 710 AM, or if you're on the ESPN LA app, hit that ESPN Radio tile. I pot it up. I think they're going to go to him in a second. We're going to get back to our story in just moments.
We got 3 chances to win this, or like you take care of it
What if they cut
today.
George's hit?
You get some rest.
Oh, can you
and then
imagine?
get ready
They will
for
not
the
cut
finals.
George out of this.
So for a young team,
He's
the
coming.
first
This
time
is the setup.
they've dealt with this, most of this team, get it done tonight, lay low, and get ready for the finals.
They don't know because they're so young. The fans behind us and all around know because they remember Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, 3-1 on that great 73-win Golden State Warriors team that won that 5th game. And then, of course, Klay Thompson. That was when Game 6 Klay was born here. And then, of course, the Warriors took Game 7. Let's swing it over to Minnesota. The Timberwolves statistically
So is George getting cut?
Maybe he
that
did.
they could
there's
have
no way.
or
We were just
should
in the
have
studio
won.
and
They
you
end
said,
up
let's
losing
throw
by
it to
2.
Paycom with George
What do they got to
Sedano.
do
No,
tonight
they
to
always
get this thing
introduce
back to
George
Minneapolis?
first.
Number one, their 2 big guns have got to show up. The
So
primary
did George already
reason
happen?
one game-
No.
No, I've been listening to it, and you potted it up right as Chris was talking.
When
and
they
you didn't
go,
long.
when they do this radio broadcast and they're in the studio, they go, now let's go back to the arena. George Sedano, PJ Carlesimo, Kesty, because then Kesty takes it and then he reintroduces. So George kind of gets sort of the first billing, if you will.
So should we stay with this?
Yeah, because it's almost over.
Okay.
And then they're going to go to George.
Because he did say with George Sedano.
Game 4. That's something that they better focus on this evening.
Well, the starting lineup for Oklahoma City's just been announced. Let's give you all the starting lineups. Brought to you by eBay Motors.
Oh,
all the
goodness.
car
Now we gotta
parts
go
you need at
starting
prices you'll love. Guaranteed
He did
to
say
fit.
right after starting.
Every
Okay, so
time
George is going to be on in a
eBay
moment. Let's hear the starting
things
lineups.
People love. For the visiting Minnesota Timberwolves, same starting 5. Mike Conley, the veteran point guard. Anthony Edwards, who averaged 27.6 during the regular season, has had Game 1 and Game 4, light Game 16 coming off that Game 4 loss. Jaden McDaniels and
Pot it down
Julius
for a
Randle in
moment.
the backcourt. They need a
Just
strong
remember in
game.
your mind, everybody on YouTube and on the app on the Listen Live tile. We'll get to it. Cappy has now run into the bathroom full steam. I'm trying to chase him down the hall. Go back to the starting lineups.
Same starting 5 as well. The MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Lou Dort right next to him. Frontline, Jalen Williams was outstanding in Game 4. So is Chet Holmgren. And Isaiah Hartenstein is in the middle. George Sedano with us and George Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves. They breeze past the Lakers and the Warriors, but down to their last loss here in these conference finals.
That's the case. Kesty and Anthony Edwards has dealt with a lot of criticism over the last 36 hours or so because
They feel like he should have been taking more shots, particularly in that first half. He only took 2, but that doesn't account for what he's seeing defensively from OKC on any given possession. Seeing 3 guys who are all NBA caliber defensive players in Caruso, Williams, Dort, and then a 4th who will probably be a future one in Cason Wallace. Julius Randle will have to take some of the burden of handling the ball so they can't focus on Ant, and that way Ant can play off the ball. For OKC, Kesty, it's all about their mantra of getting back to a neutral mindset, getting back to 0. What happened in the previous game, win or lose, doesn't matter. They're focused on tonight because the other game doesn't carry over, Kesty.
Appreciate it, George.
That was good. That was good.
Georgie.
He worked Kesty in like 3 times.
Yeah, a lot of Kesty talk.
Let's
right
get
now.
the feather back.
Yeah.
Let's get the feather song back. So before we left you to go to George, by the way, if you want to hear the play-by-play right now, go to 7:10 a.m. or on the ESPN LA app, hit the ESPN Radio National tile. Meanwhile, at this point, Cappy has stormed out of the elevator saying, it's coming, and he is running full blast down the hallway.
But I'm negotiating my body. I'm moving my body in a way so that it doesn't hurt so bad, and maybe I don't lose my you-know-what in the hallway. And then I have to take the key fob, open the bathroom.
You open the bathroom.
I notice immediately that the floor is wet because it had just been mopped, and the toilet, everything's clean. As a matter of fact, in the toilet, there's like soap, like, bubbly water and stuff, like where they put some kind of cleaning stuff in there.
Now, at this point, I am walking briskly down the hall to catch up, but also I'm halfway out, so I need to move quick. Do you have time to put down, protect, or you go bare right onto it?
No. I knew that the floor was clean. I knew that the toilet had recently been cleaned. I knew that I was the first one to use it since it'd been cleaned, so I was putting skin on can, no problem.
I run in, and when I run into the bathroom, I hear Cappy yelling from one stall going, oh my. I then run into the other stall.
Now, wait, I've taken the handicap stall, so I've got the big one. And Chris goes into the one that's right next door, which is the regular stall.
But
that's small
I quickly throw paper down, and I get on there, trying not to laugh, also trying not to lose it before I can get on can. Then I say, Cappy, we're doing a video. I start rolling, and Social Team, you can put the picture of me up on YouTube in the stall next to Cappy looking terrified on the things I heard. I mean, the sounds. Now, Cappy might have been laying it on thick, but I mean, I was hearing things, and
You guys took a picture?
We took a video, but that video can't be released because it's too much. But there is a picture that will pop up on YouTube of my face as I was in the stall next to Cappy.
What's wrong with you guys?
It was a new low. There's no doubt this was a new low.
I mean, we've done a lot of really bad things in terms of, like, the 22-inch glizzy, the mounting. I mean, lots of stupid stuff.
We shared chicken piccata.
Right. We
shared a cupcake.
I mean, double dump trucks, all kinds of things. But last night was a new low.
All that stuff seems... I miss that stuff.
Yeah. Right.
No, I felt dirty while it was happening. Cappy finished all his stuff first and then left me and was like, I'll see you in the office. And I felt alone. I felt shamed and alone, just sitting there going, what just happened?
What happened was I was about to lose it. You two were, you said, halfway out. We both were in the men's room here at 7:10.
By the way, this is 9 o'clock at night, so nobody else is on the floor. It's just us, and this just went down. Do we have that picture up, guys?
I haven't seen the picture come up yet.
I haven't seen the picture come up yet, guys.
Nasty.
We actually,
This
it was like you've heard like dueling pianos.
I love it.
Dueling pianos in a bar versus like dueling toilets separated by just one wall. And then just the sounds of silence. But they weren't silent. They were just the sounds of being a human being.
Okay,
just
enough with the sounds.
wanting privacy, but not having privacy. And then you got a guy sitting in the stall next to you also making disgusting noises that should only happen in his personal space, shooting videos.
Funch, you went and got us food, right? Because this is really appetizing.
No, we're not going to get food.
What
There's an
happened?
update on that.
All right. So we didn't get the photo up, guys?
The photo never made it, huh?
Guess so. So that is the story that happened last night.
Cappy and Morales, the Kardashians of sports radio.
What?
We do
I don't
wacky
think
antics.
the Kardashians talk about their bowel movements like that as much as you guys do.
Well, this was. I usually don't talk about mine, and I'm grossed out when Cappy does his.
What do you mean you don't talk about yours? You did it at a remote a couple weeks ago. You spent the whole time talking about how you pooped on somebody's front lawn.
Oh, well, that's because I got sick. But that's being a heart patient.
But yeah, that's like that part was you had no control.
I had no control, and then I vomited in their lawn.
Oh my goodness! There's the picture.
Oh wait, there's the picture. There's the picture on YouTube. Oh my God! There is the picture of Chris, who is just horrified.
Oh yeah,
just
that
horrified.
Picture, you could tell your stomach was hurting.
Can you put it back up? Oh my God! The still shot
Stomach
of
was
Chris.
hurting.
His stomach hurts. He's hearing what's going on next door. Oh my God! This sounds.
Oh my God!
Horrible.
Morales, you are amazing.
That is awful.
All day long, you built this up, just like you built up in your stomach. And you showed up and you deliver something that I never thought would have been it.
Meanwhile, it is time for the Dealer's Choice Real Deal, brought to you by Seller's Advantage. Want to sell your home? Before you call an agent, call Seller's Advantage. They'll buy it as is with a competitive cash offer. No repairs needed. They make selling easy. Call 888-390-AS-IS for a no-obligation offer or visit sellersadvantage.com, DRE 0196-1658. Cappy, it is...
There's so many hearts on the YouTube chat right now for Morales.
Cappy...
And by the way, the YouTube numbers are up by like 30, 40%
Take that,
right now.
Because he teased it all day beautifully.
Good
It
job.
is National Senior Health Day, and you felt it this morning. Now, last night, you had this antic, and then this morning, I don't know if it was like lingering still, but you didn't have the same gusto on our walk and our stairs that you usually do.
Cappy
Is that because you are a senior?
Well, I felt like I was walking with a senior. You know what I mean?
Well, I have a heart condition.
Right, so instead of being like 42 years old or whatever you are, it's like walking like a 75-year-old man.
That's actually not true. Now with the new Whoop, it will tell you your age based on your stats.
And how old are you?
It actually says 42, which is a year older than I won't be 42 till September.
Bet my stats are lower. My stats say I'm younger than you.
Maybe.
Wait, hold on. You said the YouTube video or the video you shot last night is for the Mandy's?
Well, it's
but
just...
the Mandy's are next year.
Yeah.
Oh.
What do you think you should do?
Here's some audio of it.
Oh, man, audio?
Cappy and I are in dueling stalls at LA Live. We went out for one of our walks post-dinner, and we barely made it, Cappy, right?
This dude's really talking.
You just hear Cappy in the background.
I didn't hear me. The echo in the background. Ugh.
Anyway, what do you have for your dealer's event? By the way, I want to get this Funchy scoop. Why Funchy is not giving us burgers in just a moment, but go ahead.
Hey, for Dealer's Choice, I just want to remind everybody, just give everybody a quick reminder, make your reservation now on ESPNLA.com because don't forget, Friday, June 6th, we are going to be at the Park West Bicycle Casino. Oh, my God, the picture's on YouTube. It's Friday, June 6th. He was a hostage. He was my hostage. Friday, June 6th, Park West Bicycle Casino in Bell Gardens. Party, oh party. RSVP now at ESPNLA.com. Click on the picture of me holding the cash and make sure you're part of our first ever Cappy Blackjack tournament. Go to ESPNLA.com. $10,000 purse, $5,000 for first place, $3,000 for second, $2,000 for third in promotional chips. So you're going to have a lot of money to play there at the Park West Bicycle Casino. And now I'm going to hand it over to Funchy Lava. Funch, at around 2:30 this afternoon, you and me were having a conversation about National Burger Day.
Yes, sir.
You ordered 4 burgers. You were very descriptive of the bison burger, the peanut butter and jelly burger, the sirloin burger, one other kind of burger. I don't remember.
Black and blue burger.
Black and blue.
Yes.
And the ribeye burger, right?
Yes.
And,
yes, ma'am.
And what happened to the
So
burgers?
I went to order it, and let's just say that we have a gift card to one of these places, and it wasn't working at first.
Said $0.
$0 on a balance, to which I'm not paying whatever the money was for it or whatever. But
So I go back and I get another gift card.
Exactly what I expected.
So then
happen.
I go back to get another gift
What
card.
did you expect, Beto? What?
For it not to work. The whole bit not to work.
Just listen, let him finish.
Oh yes, so
there's
we get another gift card. That doesn't work. Shut up. Okay.
Shut up.
So
Three of them. Three.
So
Three. We tried
apparently,
three
I
total.
was told that these gift cards have to be used in person, and I have to call in the order or go wherever.
So then
and by then it was already 15 minutes ago.
he
So the
calls
bit.
me
The bit was already dead.
He goes, I'm going to be on
you
hold
tried
for...
to use them on the phone?
No, he tried using it online. And then he
that
called.
doesn't work.
Oh, yeah, but I tried calling them, which they put me in a queue for like 10 minutes, so I couldn't make an order for 10 minutes.
Why didn't you,
Why
didn't you tell us?
I'm friends with the manager down there.
We would have just taken care of
Nobody
it.
told us.
I told you, my man
You're
Fanara.
telling your story about the bathroom. So what do you want me to do?
We had
With the feather music.
Right,
Exactly, man.
We're busy talking dueling deuces.
Exactly. I can't interrupt that for, hey, we don't have any food.
If you call now and get the burgers, how long will it take?
Probably 7 o'clock.
No.
7 o'clock.
He was
Let's
on
bank
hold for like
calls.
5 minutes, and then he was
Bank
like,
call. You know, I have nothing to do, Cappy. I haven't done anything all day. Let's go.
Aunt Esther
I haven't
is-
worked today.
I want to tell you, Aunt Esther is in our live YouTube chat. She says change the name from LA Live to LA Dead because of the damage that was done last night here on the second floor.
You took the time to read that comment?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
There's so many other good comments.
Oh,
here.
read them. Read them to me.
Shut up.
Read me
So,
some. I love it.
Funch, why don't you? I mean, I don't know. Now I feel like we should still do the bit, but
You should tip the janitorial staff.
I should probably give them a tip. That's exactly right. When I see the lady in the hallway tonight, I'm going to give her a 5. I'm going to give her a Finsky. You know what I'm saying?
A what?
I say give her a Hamilton. I say give her a Hamilton.
A what?
A Finsky. It's a $5 bill.
Give her a Hamilton.
You never seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
No.
Oh, come on, man.
No, he
Finsky,
hasn't. That's
no.
from like 85.
so when we were talking,
Sausage King of Chicago, he don't
Right,
know.
Abe Froman.
Speaking of Sausage King, we were talking to DeAndre. Never mind. So we were talking to him after the show because he was a little freaked out by everything that went on, and he stayed around, unlike Beto, who just left us.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm blaming this on you.
Good.
Because had you come out with us on the walk, it would have been a little. We wouldn't have gone as deep into downtown. We wouldn't have been as far out, and we wouldn't have had the rush that we had over the last mile, where we had to basically run back.
Nah.
Yeah, it would have been more controlled.
I was sweating, Beto, in street clothes. I wasn't working hard. I wasn't exercising. I was just strolling, sweating my ass off.
But before we went on the walk, we're talking to DeAndre in Cappy's office, and we were talking about the show and stuff. And then I don't even know how we got on the topic.
Well, I'll tell you how we got on the topic. You started telling us some things that, honestly, we should not know about you.
Some stuff that
DeAndre,
happened in
am I
my
right?
youth. In my youth.
I mean,
But we all experiment in our youth.
not like that.
Not like that, no.
Anyway.
I was stunned.
No, you weren't that stunned because you were kind of like, you know what? This is kind of on brand.
No, because you asked him at one point, well, if this was happening to you, you would do it also, right? And DeAndre was like,
wait,
no.
wait.
Hell
If
no.
this is happening to you, you would do it also? Why are you playing the 80s music?
Because
I know,
playing
why
with the
are we
boys.
Yeah, why are you playing this?
I thought it was on the hook, but I guess it wasn't. It's okay. Just keep it playing.
What did you tell this innocent young man?
Well,
and
anyway,
for
what?
once it wasn't Cap that asked for the music.
But here's.
Wait, I didn't ask for the music.
That's what I said. I said
That's
for once
good.
it wasn't you.
Well, he would have cut through if we were at the hook. But that's okay. The hook's coming in just a second. So I tell my story. And DeAndre's, again, a little stunned. He's not down with it, but he's like, this is on brand for Morales. But then Cappy decided he had to top my story with his story. Now, here's the thing. My story takes place around adolescence. Cappy's story takes place in college.
I lived in like a locker room. Like my dorm was a locker room of 6 dudes.
Hey, Cappy, before you finish that story, I want to tell everybody that the road to global glory runs through Los Angeles. Join ESPN LA and Michelob Ultra for a FIFA Club World Cup watch party this Saturday at Tom's Watch Bar in LA Live. Kickoff is at 7:30. Get there early, grab your spot, enjoy giveaways and ice-cold ultras presented by ESPN LA and Michelob Ultra Superior Light Beer that Saturday at Tom's Urban at LA Live. 7:30 p.m. kickoff. Come out and be part of the party with Michelob Ultra and 710 ESPN.
Pot it up again.
DeAndre, when it was all said and done.
Were you not stunned more by Cappy's story?
Well, that's what I was going to ask.
Because Cappy was
Chris
a 20-year-old making conscious efforts to do this kind of behavior openly.
Chris was doing something that you specifically said, DeAndre.
But I woke up to
So
it.
wait, you guys are talking
never-
about a story that only the 3 of you heard and nobody else
Exactly.
was
And
going
you
to talk
guys
about.
only know about it.
DeAndre was more freaked out because of Cappy's story than mine.
But you're not going to tell the story,
Exactly.
right?
I think
So
so.
we're all just like, well, we don't know what you're talking about?
think
I
so.
don't think
We
we
can
can.
figure it out. We can assume what
Yeah,
happened.
even on YouTube, we can't tell this story. But when it was done, when Chris told his story, and then I told my story, which
Here it comes.
story was more disgusting?
I was more freaked out for Chris's.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't my fault.
Maybe not. I mean, I may have made a conscious choice, but it still was not nearly as bad as what you were telling us.
Yeah, but you guys made eye contact.
I don't get it.
Who's on first?
Maybe Cap.
Beto, where are you in the story? Where are you in the story?
Beto wasn't here.
Beto, if Beto would have left this story too. If Beto would have heard the beginning of all this, he'd be like, "Okay, I'm out of here."
1980s pit locker room. Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, I can't hear this. I cannot hear this.
Perms, roids, neck rolls.
Right.
Well, I don't know if there were perms, but
there were more like
Cappy and Morales, the Kardashians of sports radio.
Let's bang calls and have people guess what you guys were doing.
That's fine. We can bang
Oh
calls.
no, that's a bad idea.
We're done.
That's a terrible idea. That's a terrible idea.
Real quick, though, before we decide what we're doing next, I want to give a shout-out.
Doing next, we're out of here.
Tomorrow, we're having a big golf outing at Pacific Palms Resort, the Babe course, I believe, over there at Industry Hills. And we're going to host, one of the groups that's going to play is our friends from Felix Chevrolet.
Oh, really?
And I've been wanting to talk about Felix Chevrolet on the radio, Felix the Big Cat, for decades. And I'm so excited that they're coming out giving us the time of day because I want to talk about Felix and the Big Cat on the radio. I want to tell everybody about Felix Chevrolet right there down the street on Fig. I think it's Fig, right? Yeah, on Fig, next to USC. Shout out to the general manager, Nick Dubiel, I believe, Lily Sandoval, and Steven Gonzalez. They're going to join us tomorrow at Pacific Palms Resort in the City of Industry for our golf outing, our partner golf outing, because guess what? Felix Chevrolet, home of the Big Cat. I hope I get to drive one of those Chevys real soon, Cappy.
Oh, nice. Well, hey, listen, Lindsay has told me that there is no banging calls and there is no 6 to 6:30 call banging. She said we end at 6. She's got yoga to get to, right, Linz? Right, a little yoga? Yeah. She got yoga to get to. Funchy's still thinking about how he's going to get a peanut butter and jelly burger, I think. Maybe? No, you're done.
Yeah.
You're done with burgers.
No burger.
No burger for
We
you.
got to go because Ron the Caddy has a date.
What's he dating?
His date might turn into what your story was.
And nobody...
Yeah, DeAndre knows. Christopher, I think we should probably... I think we got to go watch this game. It's 19-7, Oklahoma City leading early here, 3:30 to go in the first quarter.
I'm not watching this game.
I'm going to listen to George's broadcast
That you are.
on the way home.
Thank you to everybody that joined us on YouTube. It was a fun time. We promoted it all day. We'll see what we can come up with tomorrow. Right now, though, Game 5, Timberwolves, OKC, continues on 710 ESPN, 710 AM, and on the ESPN LA app. It'll happen right here on the Listen Live tile in just a second, or if you're switch over to the ESPN radio tile. We'll see you tomorrow, Sedano and Kap, 3 o'clock on LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN.
On the other end, Cason Wallace, ball swatted away by Naz Reid, and it goes over the end line out of bounds.
Good hustle there by Nas.